Hello,
Is
is
it
it
me?
me that you're looking for?
I can see it in your
Yo, what's good? It's
Anyway,
your boy. It's your boy. Be nice or else. We got Outlaw, ceexdawg, and my Flash guy, and this is Three Little Blurs talk show. And happy Sunday to everybody. I hope everybody has been having an awesome January. We have been booked and busy. We are super excited to talk to you guys today about a variety of different things. And as is every beginning of every season, we have a special guest with us today as well. All right. And so, without further ado, we're going to let our special guest introduce himself. He's a very talented content creator out of Atlanta, and we're super excited to have him today. The floor is yours, sir. And
Thank
also,
you.
before he goes, welcome in to everybody. Greg Nice, thank you so much for the sub. Clutch, Spunky, and everybody out there, thank y'all so much for pulling up for the talk show today. Much love to y'all. Do not forget to use the highlighter message for any questions that you have for Three Little Blurs and our special guest, Urban Sama. Go for it, sir.
I'm Devious Sama of Urban Sama. Um, so Urban Sama, lo and behold, is actually more of like a collective group slash team, and yeah, basically we've been out here operating, producing content, participating in giveaways, little things here and there, just to try and connect. Um, Essentially what I wanted from it was like a hub or a network
okay.
where people like us can pull up and connect with other people who fuck with what we fuck with, essentially.
And you
Um,
Okay.
guys,
Like
and
a
y'all do
bridge
that.
community.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
That's what's up. That's
yeah.
dope.
And
It's
y'all do
just like a
that.
stopping point, you
Yeah, and
know.
y'all do that in a variety of different ways. I see here y'all have both blogs, podcasts, and you do community spotlights. Can you take a little minute maybe to elaborate on the areas that you guys kind of use your voice to kind of spotlight and do things?
Absolutely. So, in the content that we drop, essentially, we trying to make sure we stick into or the thought is to stick to like the mission. You know what I'm saying? So with the urban spotlights, that's like spreading awareness. So it's just like, hey, you may have not known of this person, but here they are. This is a little bit about who they are, what they like, and what they do. So now you have the ability to choose like, oh snap, this might be a resource. I needed a videographer, or you know, maybe I needed or wanted to work with another um content creator. So it's like,
Okay. That's dope.
so
So
that's
like you
that
said,
part
a
of it.
hub where you can link up
Yeah,
with other people. So like, hey, I need such and such. They can be like, oh yeah, I do this and do that, then do that. And then you like, boom,
exactly.
there we
It's
go. We
just like
connected somebody.
a connect point. Yeah, a plug. Um,
So they the plugs plug.
You
If
the,
y'all ain't
you
heard
the
them,
plugs plug.
the plugs plug.
the blog posts written by the queens on the team. Yo, the basically that whole section is
Mm-hmm.
ran by a team of very talented black women. I'm talking about multifaceted, like
And really quickly,
phenomenal.
can you run through all the members of your team really quick? Because I didn't know it was so expansive.
Yes, yes, yes. So, we have Leo, who's a producer. He helps me with some of the content we create, designs,
Okay.
scripting, things like that. And then we have Niche, who's a writer. She's also a podcaster, like content creator, very phenomenal. We have Neen. She's our editor, so she basically like cleans up the blog posts, looks for ways to
Okay.
improve things, connect things. She's a mastermind. Like she's like I don't even have to think twice. And then we have shoot, I'll be forgetting. We got Lou. So Lou is
Yeah,
kind of
man. And
like
my
our
team's so big, I be forgetting sometimes.
hey man. I'm like golly. So we got Lou.
He
Lou, he
up, he
basically
like,
runs
man,
like
it was nice, like 20.
exactly. Um, But yeah, Lou, he runs the like merchandise aspect of things and like the videographer of the group. So he's
Okay.
like really fire with a camera. Like that man has put together some amazing bodies of work, and I really fuck with his vision. Then we have Gensho, who is like an honorary one of my niggas, basically. And then we have Nick, that's another one of my brothers. He's the graphic artist. He's the one who designed the logo. He's the one who
Yeah.
who created the whole Urban Sama mascot, basically.
All right.
Very talented graphic artist. We got my lady who is Something Style CFO. And then we also have Cam, who is our other writer. She is also very talented. I love her voice. She, I think, creates some of the most like fun content I see. Like her personality really shines through her writing. So like
That's what's up.
I, I think I got everybody. So I think we've been growing slowly but surely, but it
Talented.
helps. Yeah,
Talented.
And then
we
yourself.
all. Yes, and myself. I'm just the facilitator of all these things.
He said, I like the puppet master.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
gotta
I
make
I'm
make
sure
about to
all
say,
the
everything
things.
moving the right way.
I just be like editing, of course helping with creating some of the content, doing design work, just filling in wherever.
That's what's up. So what's on like the inspiration behind the name Urban Sama?
Yeah, so my former alias or my alias is Devious Sama. Urban Sama was kind of like a mix of like I wanted to mix like
Did you
black
watch One
culture.
Punch Man?
Huh?
Did
Not
you watch One Punch Man?
not before adopting the name, no, no, no.
Oh,
That's been a
okay.
minute. That name's been there for a minute. What you call it? Oh, but yeah, it was just like mixing black culture with like the love for anime because I was like, yo, there's so many of us that love anime, but when I went on to Google, I was like, yo, where is all right, like I see, Anime Network and of course CBR and stuff like that, but I'm like, damn, where's the spot for us? You dig? Like we consume too much of this shit not to have no real estate out here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so that was kind of like the thought, like, all right, Urban Summer, like, nigga, we here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your urban sensei pretty
Pretty
much.
much.
Pretty much.
I will take you on this journey of black culture and anime.
Uh,
I
I'm gonna
like
let
it.
you see. I'm gonna let you see all the
I
beautiful
like it.
ranges we got. Like that's one of my most favorite things about this whole process because it's like there's so many different variations of us, and
Man,
it's just like
it's crazy.
and everybody gelling.
That's the main
Everybody's
part.
jealous.
That's the main part because it's all about vibes. You want people to connect on the same wavelength, so to speak. That's
Exactly,
very
exactly.
important to make things work. It's a vibe. It's a it's a vibration. That's what it is.
You got a vibe check when you pull up. It's like
And then, Mr. Okami, thank you so much for that host, and thank you to anybody else who has a host going on. Do not forget, hosts do help with discoverability, and we appreciate all the love and all the support. Um,
Yeah.
man, that I wasn't outlaw. Was you? Did you know his squad was that deep like that?
I knew it had a little depth to it, but I ain't know it was that much depth. That's the bench, the five, the back office. That's like a whole organization right there.
Right there,
yeah,
ready to go. I
You ever
like that.
seen like the mob tree? You got your capo, and then you got the
yeah.
underbosses. He got everything. He got everything in place. That's
Try,
dope.
Ready to go.
trying to make sure I do it right. And then like
Hey, that's
my
important.
thing is like,
And then you hold them all up to like such high standards. So I know it's like the vibe is there because it's all about morale. And as long as everybody cool and meshing, like you said, the vibe check there.
uh,
I'm sure y'all know when somebody like offers something like you said, I go where I can fit in or something. Like
yeah.
that's what it's all about because people got their days. People don't have their days,
Days.
so
Yep.
See,
so
the
it's
thing
good to
about
have
that
that
is
team.
it's like gotta put people first, you know what I'm saying? Like if you having something going on, like you a human being, my nigga. Like
Yeah,
That's one thing I
you
ain't
got
like about in my workplace. So like I try not to. I try
Bring
to
that in
create
there.
systems so that we don't have to do stuff like that. You know.
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Cause it's all about like that mental health and that just personalization with people. So
Yeah, I'd rather
that's
you be
good.
happy. Like you know what I'm saying.
Be happy with what you're
You,
doing. Cause as
you
soon
do
as you
better.
hate
Yeah,
it,
everything's better when you happy. You know what I'm saying. The work's better. Everything. Like
that's a that's a major fact.
So what made all of you talented individuals decide to come together?
So shout out to the missus, because basically, I was going through a tough time at work, and it was where I was like really stressed, really unhappy. Yes, I might like I was doing fair, doing decent. Um, but hold on, I'm trying to pull this thing back up.
But it's like
Um,
you said, if you don't like it, it's like
it was
it's more of a chore and more of a stress to you. I
emotionally
could understand.
draining. Yeah. So it was like, what do you want to do? Like, what do you enjoy, D? And when she asked me that, I was like, damn, what do I really fuck with? So I was like, yo, I've been watching anime ever since I was a kid. Like, I watch more anime than I watch real shows. Oh, we lost one of the homies.
Nah, he'd be back.
He could, yeah.
Okay.
He'll
Yeah.
pop up.
Yeah, trust me. Look, we've been birthed in the fire here.
But yeah, so I was just like, that's one of the things I know I always fucked with. So um it was kind of like, okay, well, how can you incorporate this in your daily life and also, you know, growing into something that can grow an opportunity for not only yourself but others. I was like, all right, well, you know, a Black Anime Network, like that's what we're gonna do.
That's what's up. Hey, sometimes it take the moments like that for you to get that push.
It was definitely a breaking moment, bro. Like I'm talking about, I'm like, yo, I can't. So that actually, like, this has grown me in such a way that like it has seeped into other parts of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Where like job opportunities and things have gotten better as a result of like
part of
tying in
your
the diligence it
part of
takes
your
to.
identity now.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So
That is heavy. And I do want to mention he did start out with every strong black man. There's always a strong black woman somewhere behind him helping him. So
Yeah,
yeah.
he led
Gotta
shout
with
out.
the
got
missus.
Yeah,
gotta
shout out. And even if that queen ain't black, behind every strong man, I'm telling you, there is a woman somewhere like holding up just a little bit of support. You know what I'm saying? Some have to have a full brace, some have to have just a hand. But hey, listen, we stand to support of queens. We appreciate that.
Yep, and even if it's your mama, shout out to the
Hmm.
mamas.
Shout out to the
nah, hell
mamas, the
yeah. Shout out to Mama
aunties, the
Dukes.
cousins. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to the OGs.
You know what I'm saying? That was holding us down before anybody believed. You know. So
Facts.
So with that, realizing you guys have a whole team, you guys have some things in place. Where do you guys see yourself at the end of 2022? And then maybe where do you guys see yourself moving forward in the next few years as far as your content creation or maybe what you guys are doing, as an entity?
It's a great question. Thank you for asking. So 2022, it's major goal, major focus is gonna be on building like local presence. So the idea is to start putting together opportunities and events for us to get together in kind of like Atlanta, Georgia,
Mhm.
and basically like build experiences where hopefully like people will want to come out of state to come, you know, participate in type deal.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think. I'm like, can I say what I'm thinking?
I'm about to
Sometimes,
say, don't give us too much now if you ain't supposed to. Don't get in trouble out here.
but basically, I plan on having
It's
3 events
it's
in
too much
Georgia.
sauce.
Mhm.
Plan to have at least 3 events in Georgia. The idea is to incorporate, you know, like like being a blerd, essentially, like comics, video games, anime, that whole
Hmm.
experience in places where you can see people like you interact with people and ultimately do the same thing that we do online, which is connect. Um, so yeah, that is kind of like 2022's focus, and then expanding into um more platforms. Like we have a YouTube miniseries that we're working to wrap up and release.
Okay, okay. Look,
Um,
and them
hey,
miniseries be fire for real. I
I,
done found some gems on that.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So like
Okay.
I'm really excited for that. Um, and then I guess long term, like I know you said long term, I don't want to, you know, go on no rambles.
Oh no,
I'm
you good.
notorious
There's
for it.
no
We trying
That's
to
rambling.
why I'm
What
like,
figure
you
it
what you're
out. Like,
doing?
what's your master plan? Like,
You know
I
what
know
you're
you
doing
already
is
you told us what your vision was and everything, but like,
yeah, all right. So,
what's
so
what's
basically,
that goal?
you
That
start off with
goal.
this local, boom, you ended up get everybody together in your city area to support. Then boom, we gonna grow into essentially what I wanna see like I don't wanna say competitor, but like an equivalent to G4 TV for us. Um
Okay,
Basically where it's like, IGN, CBR, all that kind of like mixed into one
but a
place.
black one.
Yes,
I
with
tune into Urban Summer,
so it's like
US
HBO.
TV. What we there already? It's already there. What y'all talking about? Y'all
A
sleep on it.
because I want to
and
have hostess, like I mean hosts, like you know what I'm saying. So like you know how G4 TV has their different segments, and
Mm-hmm.
different segments have different
Hey,
hosts or
you get an
like
expert.
content
Y'all
creators.
winning already. Just let me know all the cheat codes.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I specifically asked this question, because we've had conversations where we see where our trajectories kind of intertwine, and you can see, his overall vision and what the vision that they have of the things they want to do, and it's very similar to what we want to do. We want to be a voice, a platform, for those who really don't have a voice, but more importantly, we want to do it our way. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to be Johnny or Paul or Luke. We want to be niggas. You
Look,
feel me?
my name.
Uh, yeah, you know
what's
what I'm saying?
My
We
name's Paul. They call me
get the fuck
Paulie.
out of here. You get the
like
fuck
the
out of
Jimmy Neutron?
here.
Call me
um,
Paulie.
but I am so just like enamored in like their inner workings of how like they work together and how they've already started to seed projects. And once again, I want to revisit, like, they're funding this themselves. Like, they see the vision. Like, this somebody didn't
Right.
drop down and say, here's $200,000, go chase your dreams. They said they had a dream, and now we're going to put plans into place, and then take these plans and put them into actions, and go make this happen. So, shout
Facts. You
out
gotta
to
invest in yourself.
yeah, shout out to
Who gonna
them
do
first
it
and
for you?
foremost. Yeah, for having the wherewithal to say we want to do something, we want to make an impact, we want to be different, and then actually putting their actions where their words were. So, um, phenomenal story, phenomenal story. Definitely look forward to talking a little bit more about them and their path and how they want to move forward. But we're also going to
Thank
allow
you, thank you.
everybody to kind of to fill in on the news. We do. It's been a while since we went through any news or had any kind of updates. We've been doing kind of specific shows based around Ghost. I mean, guest. Oh boy, I've
Ghost.
been playing Phasmo so much. I'm out here saying Ghost on G's. Good God. Shout out to Shuriken Pizza. I know you somewhere hiding. Uh, First, we want to take a quick moment of silence. This week we have the anniversary of the passing of Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant, and I always want to make sure that we get both of them and all the other people who were lost on that flight that crashed. So, quick moment of silence for everybody that was lost. Thank you guys. question before we hop into any more of my other news. Mr. Okami has redeemed the question for Three Little Blurs, and he's asking us for my flash guy, what are you eating? And please don't give him the short version. Let that man get all of your greatness the same way you gave to me and
Yeah.
Ken.
Mm-hmm.
So I
To
am
the T.
eating. I
Mhm.
am eating a steak and shrimp ramen that I have infused with ginger. I use some scallions. I use a little bit of
Y'all hear this
shallot.
man?
I use
Your average
peanut
cook don't use
oil,
scallion.
soy
I'm just saying.
sauce, sesame seed, carrots, and some red onions.
Who got sesame seed at their house?
The picture will be
Nobody.
on Twitter
I
in
feel
like
you. My
the picture will
boy,
be on
top
Twitter
chef.
in probably like 2 minutes.
Homeboy out
'Cause I
here
just got to eat a little
chefing
bit of it
in
first.
the kitchen. I mean,
He
I
said
got
some
sesame
sesame
seeds.
seed.
Oh, it's Chef Flash. These are facts. These are facts. All right, and so a lot of the topics this week, I know C's kind of been chilling, but I know he probably about to dive head first in once we start going through some of this stuff. Um, so we had the Halo TV series release date come out for March 22nd, 2022. We had Pokemon Legends come out this week. We had Horizon Forbidden West. Um, also had the release date for the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie in December, and then the acquisition of Activision and Blizzard by Microsoft. So a variety of different things. I'm gonna let C start where he wants to go. What we diving into first, C?
Uh, just y'all can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, just
Yep.
real quick. I was looking. Hey, I know it's a little bit on the depressing side. I was just looking on the news. They say the Miss USA from a couple years back passed away today too. I know we just did a moment of silence and all that, but yeah, I think she was like one of the first black Miss USA's, right? From a couple years
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But yeah, bruh. Yeah, a lot of news since the last time we've been on. Nothing real crazy. On my end, I was just looking at the little Halo series preview right before we jumped on, so it looked cool. But I know my thing is that Paramount Plus. Like, I don't got Paramount Plus, so I did the
Yeah.
free trial, but I didn't watch anything on there when I had the free trial. So I'm just like, whenever it come out,
I
I'll
got you.
probably just watch that.
I got
Yeah.
you, bro. I got Paramount Plus. You can use mine.
Yeah, cause I want to watch the Star Trek joint, but I know I got other stuff to watch too, so I don't really want to like go full on into watching that. Cause I know
Like
what's like 4 seasons or something of that, ain't it? The Star Trek,
the the
what's it
Kirk one
what's it
or the
called?
other one.
They brought it back. The one they brought back.
What's it
I
called?
don't
Star
know.
Trek.
I ain't been big on Star Trek, so
You
I'm
talking
out of
about
the
the
loop on that.
animated one
Nah, it's the one on
or the
Paramount Plus.
because
The
it's like two of them.
Yeah, yeah, it is an animated one, but it's like one that's like
It's an
running. Yeah,
animated one. Then it's
Discovery. I see Okami talking about it in the chat.
okay, yeah,
Discovery. So
that's what
yeah,
it
y'all
is.
know what I'm talking about.
Because I know it's
That's
one
what I
of
want to watch.
Captain Kirk, isn't it?
Yeah, they got an animated one
No,
that
not
I
it ain't animated. It was like Captain Kirk. I know it's Captain. Yeah, I think it's just called Kirk.
Yeah.
haven't
I
I
think
seen.
think that's the one where they bring in old dude back. Start.
yeah, let me find.
I ain't seen that
Lower
one,
Decks, the animated one.
but it should be straight. The Halo joint whenever it come out. I mean, with it being a what you call it a series, I think it's better. It has a better shot than if they was doing a movie. They do have some Halo movies though. There are like it's a lot of like lore in the Halo universe. So I don't even know what.
Give me red versus blue.
Right, I don't even know
Yeah,
what
make it
timeline the movie is supposed to be. If it's supposed to be like the
ECW or
OG
something.
or yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of lore in the Halo universe. So hopefully the series is straight.
Yeah,
Lord.
my thing is it was a Halo movie that had dropped. and I hope it looks better than that, honestly. But like, is it gonna, like you said, like the time frame? Like, is it gonna be like pre Halo, or is it gonna be like continuing on from what's going on in like the current story? Like, what kind of storyline do you think they gonna have? Like the enemies, stuff like that. Is it gonna be like just really based on like the Spartan project? I ain't really seen too much like information on it, so like it's like I'm guessing on what it's gonna be about.
I don't know.
Nah, but
I don't. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I know it reveals Katana um being in the backstory of the trailer a little bit, but other than
Cortana.
that, Cortana, yeah, murder. She wrote. Thank you. Um,
I was just gonna let them fly because I didn't.
Never.
thank you, but this asshole.
Auto correct in real life, my guy.
Yeah, wish we were close enough to drop kick you in your fucking chest. I'm saying you've been lifting weights and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hilarious.
But it
Said,
says
man,
the
that was
story
my
takes
horse, man.
place in the 26th century in the midst of a war between humankind and alien collective known as the Covenant. So it looks like they're going back to the
I
Covenant.
just watched Batman anime. Which one was the Batman anime? Batman Ninja
hmm?
or the actual anime? I
uh,
was reading the chat. Sorry.
talking about Batman.
That
ML.
Yeah.
Huh?
was
And
my
then
bad. Yeah.
Jazzy Jim also said Lower Decks and Prodigies are the animated ones. What we eating? So my flash guy, we had
I
another
was never
request
into
for
Star Trek,
what are
honestly.
you eating?
If I'm keeping it funky, that wasn't even that wasn't my joint.
You said what? What'd you
Batman
get for
Ninja,
me?
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
he
fire.
said
There
that.
was another request for what are you eating?
What's that?
Oh, steak and shrimp ramen.
Yeah, he out here
Oh,
eating
but
good D.
yeah,
But
bruh.
you know,
I
not
ain't gonna lie to
fancy.
you. I fell
Thrifty.
out of Halo's like Halo's storyline because I'm like I got confused. I was like
Yep,
Cortana
I got
going evil.
you. Got you. Yeah,
Yeah, so
she
I
did
was
go
like,
evil basically.
she malfunctioning. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right. Then they had
She
like the
shit
Reap
crazy.
series. I was like, hold on, y'all, y'all get me all lost and convoluted. I don't know what's going on right
He like, I don't even know what to believe anymore.
And then D
Is
said he
Master
watched
Chief
that
really a
Batman.
master? Hey,
Yeah,
Batman Ninja was fire.
Yeah,
yeah.
that
I
was.
expected something wild to happen at the end of
Batman went
this
weird as
anime.
fuck towards the end. I
The
was very disappointed in Batman Ninja. Okami, let's talk about it.
the
Say,
Batman versus
hold on.
TMNT. The Batman versus TMNT
Mm,
was
mm,
better.
It
Yeah.
was. I like Batman Ninja though. That shit was fire.
Okami, please tell the people and anybody else who is displeased with Batman Ninja.
Yeah,
And
I mean, it was fire to me. I can't say it was fire to you.
The
Shit.
whole Megazord thing was just weird. Like it was
It's
cool.
anime.
It was cool at the
I
begin
expected it.
at first, but they was like, oh, Megazords, Power Rangers.
Anime weird.
Hey,
he said, "Hey,
expect the
We
unexpected.
keeping it funky.
Let's
Like
see
that.
Batman throw some hands though. What that Megazord crap was, I don't know. Yeah, it was like Gundam. I see somebody said Big O.
it
That's
yeah."
how it
Mr.
look.
Okami said Batman Ninja was just nonsensical.
was like the what was it, Yusuke?
Yeah.
it
It's just an
was
excuse,
just
you know
like
what I'm
Yusuke.
saying? You can't take it too
Ninja
seriously.
Big O.
All the
Like
people
what?
coming in the movies.
Why were there Zoids? Really campy and not
Yeah.
all fitting into the
Hey,
tone of their movies. Yeah, it wasn't needed.
it wasn't, but it was still cool to me. I
So,
don't really.
so I think what Outlaw's trying to say is it served its purpose as like an anime, like kind of standoff. Maybe
Yeah.
did they say that that was part of
Mm-mm.
the story
I
that
kind
that
of related to like him having a feudal Japan era like bat type of vehicle, like his Batmobile or his plane. It just felt like it was Japanese. It just like they're usually with mechs and stuff like that, so a way to better incorporate like a Batmobile or Batplane type of aspect than a Gundam joint. That's just how I felt. But I can't say how everybody else felt. People don't like that. So,
Yeah.
but for me, it was like he ain't had no bat cycle and stuff. So, what better way than have like
It,
anime vibe than a mech?
it's a back Gundam.
So I think my question just goes back to, if it doesn't have lore, I don't see, if it doesn't have lore attached to it, I don't see why people would be upset about it, because what it sounds like to me was like a standoff thing. Like that definitely doesn't sound, because I didn't see it, so it definitely doesn't sound like a normal typical Batman. Um, but at the same time, there are a lot of people upset. A lot of people upset that it did not follow typical Batman tropes. And welcome in, Auntie Chris. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Batman was reckless as fuck, working with Groot and whatnot. Not mad at the take, just that it was such a departure from the stuff they had been producing up until that point. Got it. I wouldn't say upset. It was just goofy, and Batman isn't goofy. No, I'm Batman. It's not goofy. Um, well, that's a good take. I think now I want to watch it, just so now I can have an honest opinion on it, because I haven't seen
Man,
it and I haven't been pressed to.
again, I say the Batman versus
Batman versus
TMNT
Tmnt.
is better. Like I don't even. I like the Batman Ninja, but
Uh-huh.
it's cool. It's cool, but like it did like with that whole thing. Like if you're doing Gundams and mechs and all that, make it like worth it. Like yeah, like I agree with it. It was kind of goofy because I come into it like okay, time travel, okay, Batman about to get to it, but then it really does get silly. Like after a certain point, becomes like so much magic. But at least like when you got the TMNT, it's already silly out the gate, so you got that out of the way. But the action sequences that they had, it was worth it. Like that jump was legit worth it. The Shredder versus Batman, like that was a great sequence. They had some good fight sequence. They had the Bat family in there. Almost the
Somebody
same
said the
stuff.
TMNT chain wreck.
Hey, listen,
Seen
but
that? Yeah,
but
that
Auntie
sounds
Chris,
crazy.
Auntie Chris says that it was a train wreck.
Nah, Antichrist, you
Compare.
banned in the chat. I don't even know how you can say that was a train wreck. I don't even know how you can say that. Were you going off the
Compared to
comic
Batman and
lore?
Scooby Doo. So,
Yeah. What is, so, Auntie Chris? What are you basing that off of? And then see, what are you basing your feeling about it off of? Was it complete comic book to like anime depicted? Was I accept the ban?
Injustice was
Yeah,
very
you can't
different
accept
from
the ban.
comic the movie.
Yeah, you
Injustice
super
is
accept the ban.
completely different.
Yeah, Injustice is not even in this conversation. I heard that was what was bad. I
It's
have
not
it.
bad.
I got it and everything. I haven't watched it yet.
It's not bad. It's just not the same. It's like a retelling of it. The ending kind of got like, but it wasn't horrible. I could see the direction that they went. They tried to incorporate everything that they. It's kind of like they incorporated things from like stuff that was in the comic and stuff that was in the game, and tried to bring like some like put it together in some way. And but yeah, the ending was mid. I give it's mid. It ain't horrible. It ain't the great. It ain't the greatest thing.
He
I,
says
I'd
mid.
rather watch Batman Ninja, honestly. But I like Batman Ninja, so that's not saying a lot.
So I think, because like it's been a while since we had a talk show where it was like two very big, like, different sides. What do y'all think that maybe potentially, one night us watching both of these and then maybe having an honest discussion on which one is maybe worse? Is that something y'all may be interested in? Or for
If
those people who disliked whichever version, are you so like turned off from it you couldn't potentially sit through it again?
I would just like to watch it just for the pure sake of watching them both.
Yes,
I couldn't
because
agree
like
more.
it's
Yeah.
it's been a while since we had a talk show. Like there are two distinct lines right now, and like ain't nobody convincing nobody to go to the other side. So like I want to watch both just so I can have an input on it now. Urban Summer, and D wants to know, what game are you playing?
Oh nah, that's me looking over at the chat. So
Yeah.
I got the chat
Hey,
over here,
listen.
and then
If
I
he
got y'all
if
right
he
here.
if he was playing Apex, he would have to focus, bro. He wouldn't
He
be
wouldn't
paying
even
attention to that.
answer none of the questions we had.
Yeah,
Trust me.
no.
I was talking to this man in the mat. He was focused. He was like, "Huh?"
Chris says personal entertainment value. I'm a casual Batman enjoyer, and I thought the TMT video was cool until they became animorphs.
Yeah.
But the Gundams and Batman Ninja was cool. That's why I say like next subject on this Batman because we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this whole
The
topic.
Animorph wasn't
No
weak.
game is the chat. Okay, agree. Hey, listen. I'm serious though because I think, and I'm gonna reach out to all of y'all. I've seen who's all here. If y'all are interested in maybe watching both of these, or maybe we'll set up for the people who hadn't seen both of these and then come back. I definitely want to talk about this because
Yeah, they are readily available. I got both the movies. We can watch them whenever.
okay,
Yeah.
big bet. That's fine. It's not a cross. I'm willing. Yeah, I love Chris. Oh, Apex. Yeah, we
Oh,
not
he
on
said,
Apex
"What
right now.
game in general?" Okay.
Oh, just games in general. Okay, bet. Well, I guess we can hop into that because we're getting ready to talk about games. So, two games came out, and then another gaming franchise was acquired. So, Pokemon Legends just came out, and Horizon Forbidden West, and then the acquisition of Activision and Blizzard.
Yo, how's
Um,
that new Pokemon look? Pokemon Legends? Like,
yeah.
is that one of those like Pokemon Stadium split off joints? Like, is
Does
it
anybody
legit?
Oh
in the
no,
squad
it's like
currently have it?
it's a whole new series. It's
Hmm,
Pokemon redesigned. Really,
pretty
I
much.
don't have it yet, but I want to get it. But from
I'm
what
getting
I've
that shit
seen,
this
that shit is
weekend.
amazing. It's just
Oh, it's
like,
on the Switch too? Yeah.
yeah, just think of like the Pokemon you wanted when you were younger, and now you
Mhm.
got it.
Pretty much.
Like the running around aspect, just throwing the Pokeball and the catching stuff is
All right.
very like
Yo,
Yeah,
riding
Mr.
the
Open
Okami
Pokemon?
said it's
concept.
fun as he said it's fun as fuck. And so
it's
basically,
very in
yeah,
depth. Like you have a lot of control of what you doing. I like it.
Looks like it. I gotta get a Switch, man. I promise you that's the best console to ever grace
yeah,
our planet.
Yeah,
Switch gang is definitely
probably the
a
best
gang to
console in
be a
like the
part of.
last few years for real
Probably
since
since
it dropped.
PlayStation 2 or 360.
Yeah.
If we being honest, at least for me, from my point, my stand view.
It's
Um,
like it's the most optimal like situation.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
I've watched. You do need a Switch. That's right, Okami. And I've watched multiple content creators play it, from partners all the way down. And I think everybody's enjoying it the same. They're out, catching Pokemon, leveling up Pokemon, battling in the wild, actually being out and seeing Pokemon. So I think it was a really good step. I'm going to get it. I haven't got it yet, but I am going to get it. And very excited about that. Has anybody get into Horizon Forbidden West? I know C and Okami. Shout out to Working Together Brothers had a co-stream where they were talking about it leading up to the drop. Has anybody got into any gameplay?
So the game itself is not actually out yet, but I do want
Okay.
to say something about this Pokemon because
Mm,
Keith brought up a good point,
okay.
saying it feels like another $60 experiment. Um,
Ooh.
and that's Keith. You know, he's putting in quality hours on it. Me,
Yeah.
before the game was coming out, I'm looking at the game like, what's the multiplayer? Is there any sort of anything? Because Sword and
I didn't
Shield, you
think
could
it
at
was
least
gonna
run
be.
around with the homies. You could at least
Yeah.
run around with the homies on Sword and Shield. So what's up? What's up on Arceus? You just
I think
can't do that.
I think with now the thing I did see kind of semi online. I guess you could find people's like packs in the field that when they die, I guess like a Dark Souls aspect thing. But I think he right. It is kind of like another experiment because when you think about it, like I feel like Sword and Shield was kind of like that experiment to try to test like the waters of like that open world kind of aspect with the Pokemon coming and like just the mechanic of
Being
Sword
able
and
to actually
Shield,
see him.
and then having like being able to be with your friends or do like raids and battles and stuff like that. While Arceus, though it's still Pokemon, they experimented with trying to like branch off of that open world mechanic, while also like even though it's no online multiplayer, the story it's like more I guess more so for the adventure, and a lot it kind of gives you like from what I've seen for me personally, I think it gives you more of that that good classic OG like Pokemon vibe, but more modern. Now I'm thinking with like the new mechanic that they introduced, like with this Pokemon, and then the stuff that they introduced with Sword and Shield. I think they're just trying to find a way to get a balance between those two and kind of like bring it together. That's just my opinion, but I mean that's kind of like the direction they're going in. If you look at it, I mean we don't have like raid battles and stuff, but I can't say why or why not. But I feel like they were trying to work on like this new formula for Pokemon, and then like the next one, I would assume that we would get like a multiplayer thing because it was probably like a lot of aspects to the game that they probably just couldn't get together, and they was just like, we just gonna present it this way.
Nah, that is what they be doing though, for real. Like they be like, all right, we got this far. We just gonna release this as the first part, and then we're gonna create a part two, or we're gonna hit you
Yeah,
with the add-on.
and then
But
it'd be like, you said, what was you about to say? See,
you realize for the last like 3 Pokemon games, we said this exact same thing though. They experimenting. Maybe the next game in the series
they didn't.
will be what we want. What we
I
want.
didn't say this one wasn't what we want. This one is good to
This
me.
one is good.
I
I
don't
agree
need
that it's
multiplayer,
good.
honestly.
I agree that it's good, but I hate how it's like they just keep making like they add some stuff, they take out a whole bunch of stuff, add something, and
But the
it's
thing
because
is,
they want to have multiple games. Like
yeah,
let's be honest. They're not ever
that's
gonna
most
make a
definitely the
game.
reason.
They're not ever
But I
gonna
think
make
it's
a
also
game that
different from
is
like the core Pokemon. That's at the same time,
right. It's
this a
not a
whole new series.
I don't even think that this is a like a core Pokemon. Like what how they do
Yeah,
gens. Like I wouldn't
yeah,
even say
like
that this
Sword
one
and
is
Shield and
that.
stuff, like
Yeah.
those core Pokemon games. And if we looking at it at that aspect, Sword and Shield did actually like
Yeah.
do a lot better than like the previous one. They didn't have that wasn't really a test. That's what they wanted to do. Like it was good for everything for me. Now it's like with Legends, they're adding that like extra aspect to like that Pokemon formula, like being able to walk around and just throw your Pokemon out when you want, like battle just mid adventure, like kind of like how we wanted to see Pokemon all the time. But at the same time, it's like when they did the formula with like Pokemon Stadium, then they threw Pokemon Coliseum and stuff together.
Uh
Like
huh.
it had that same Pokemon Stadium vibe, but they added the adventure portion from the handhelds and gave you a
See,
little
that's what
story to
this
go
is
with it.
giving me.
So like when
Yeah.
I'm looking at Legends, I think of it like kind of like a Coliseum. Like who's to
Right.
say like the next Pokemon won't have like that kind of free roam ability where you can be out and like the same way. Because honestly, the only thing different from Sword and Shield in this one, in my opinion, is like the just that like sneak around mechanic and being able just that free control of stuff. Because it still has that same little open world where it's not as I don't know if it's like hub based. I didn't really watch like how people go to different sectors and stuff, but Sword and Shield, like the open areas was just like that hub. It was just like that area. So I think like they using this one to be like, okay, maybe this mechanic can work. You can get this together, and now we can add it to like a main Pokemon game. So who's to say like the next Pokemon, like Pokemon Amethyst and something. Who knows? But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a
Yeah.
mechanic that they was like, okay, this is a good mechanic because everybody loved this mechanic apparently. So now they like, okay, like we can add this into Pokemon. Just like the same way people want like that little open area where they can run around and ride the bike and go do different little like the raids, like raids going
How
around and finding
Pokemon
like
do
the
trial
raids and
studies.
all that stuff is that shit's fire.
This how
Yeah.
Pokemon do their trial studies. They just throw
Yeah.
shit out there. They be like, "You fuck
But
with this?
that's the
I bet."
same thing
Then we
with
gonna
each
throw it in the
each
real
generation
game.
had something different. We had the regular, that was just Pokemon, Yeah, red, blue, green, yellow,
Watch them be the
however
next main
you however
titles.
you watched
I'm
it.
dead.
And then well, the next many times what? Amethyst.
Amethyst.
And this
Onyx.
Yo,
Pokemon Onyx.
Amethyst.
Arceus, the biggest departure from Pokemon in 20 years. It's not fully developed. It's definitely a spinoff, but it could start something.
Yeah,
Agreed. Not a core game. Yeah.
Like Pokemon Dungeons, like that shit's fire. Pokemon
Yeah.
Dungeons fire. Pokemon what was the Rangers? Is it Pokemon Rangers? What is it called? Whatever the fuck it is, but it was on
I
DS
think
and
it
you
was
could
just
use
called Pokemon Rangers.
and you caught the
Yeah.
Pokemon with the little touchpad. That shit was fire. Like those are different things. Like the side games always did something different, but it was stuff in those side games that kind of made it into the main things to me for real. Like the
Yeah.
original Pokemon, you ain't had too much of nothing. We had a bike, you could fish and all that shit. Then you had Yellow come out, which was like that side branch where where Pikachu followed you. You know, it got a little bit better like from just playing the original Pokemon. And then we moved to Gold and Silver. That was had nighttime. Like that was like, oh shit, it's dark. Like if you set the clock to your time, like you be playing in the middle of the day. You go in the building, walk back out. It's dark as hell. You see the lights on in buildings. You like, oh shit, this is different. You got different Pokemon in the nighttime. Then you get to Ruby and Sapphire. They was like, we gonna throw some running shoes on this bitch. Now I'm running around the map. I don't even need a bike. I'm just
Chicken.
I'm in this bitch like Forrest Gump for the next jump. So
I'm finna go get this.
So it's like they always incorporate something new to add to like something in the future. Cause like the running shoes start being around for a while. Like them bitches, that's a thing. Like you got to get running shoes. Like, you throw me a game and I ain't got running shoes or I can't move fast enough. I'm be like, Pokemon, what you doing, yo? Like
Not an
really?
open world, bro. Mobility is key in open world.
Yeah. And so I do like the concept of like Legends itself. Like maybe they won't add it to another like main Pokemon game. Maybe Legends becomes like a series like um Pokemon. What is it? Is it Dungeons? Did I say Dungeons? No, it's like the Rescue Team or something like that. Whatever when you turned into a Pokemon and you become like the little rescue team. That shit.
I think
I can't
I
think
think
of
I
the
know
name
what
of
you're
it.
talking about, but I
It's
can't think
in
of the
my
name
head
of
and I
it.
can't think of it.
My brother
Um,
played that game.
but anyway, like that became like a whole series. Like they had multiple of those. Like I could see us getting another Legends with like a mystery dungeon. I knew it was dungeon or some shit. That Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Like that's a whole series for real. Like it's multiple of those games. So it could be like Legends is about to be like another like side game that has a series in itself because like Pokemon Chronicles the anime is different from like Pokemon the actual anime. Like they can have multiple things. So like, what if they do another Legends of another historical region? Like that'd just be another dope concept they can do in the Pokemon like series. They looking to make more games anyway, so it's like cool that they experiment and trying like to see how stuff work and make the game better or more fun for people.
I need them just to focus on this Pokemon VR. That's all they gotta do.
Yeah,
Pokemon
bro. That's
VR,
what.
that's
So
that,
yeah,
that's
I
next
was gonna,
level.
I was gonna speak to Pokemon Go because I mean I remember like me and Will were still working together in North Carolina when that came out, and you couldn't take us nowhere, bro. We were
Nope.
we were catching Pokemon in New Mexico,
Everywhere.
in San Diego, and it didn't matter where we were at, bro. We were walking on bikes on the beach, like. And for
Those
me,
real
like
Pokemon trainers.
yeah, bro, like being able to
They
actual
used to go
like
to them gyms and try to take over the area.
bro, listen, bro,
Yo,
Religiously.
we had took over
Pokemon
Wilmington.
Religiously.
Pokemon
We had
started
took
a
over
gang war
Wilmington and
between
Fayetteville.
Team Valor and
Yep.
everybody.
Man, what?
They was out there starting a gang where they like, you took over this gym, I'm coming to beat your ass.
I had recruited all the track kids from UNCW because UNCW had two big gyms, and I was like, yo, every time y'all go to practice, y'all need to take them gyms every time. Bro, we had locked up the whole city. Will would come in town, bro. We would
That's
swing
funny
around,
as
get my
hell.
whole neighborhood.
That's funny.
But
This
seeing
nigga.
Yeah, but seeing everybody like being able to control like catching Pokemon, moving around, like I'm excited to play it, but at the same time, like listening to Keith and you guys is like for $60, the game ain't done. I know Brandon might have to wait a little longer.
And it's not saying that the game
I ain't
is
gonna
not
say that it
done.
ain't done.
It's not saying
Yeah.
it's not done, but my thing is like we just talked about how many Pokemon games you just named. They're not gonna have one Pokemon game that has everything.
Yeah.
Like that's not what they trying to
Yeah.
do. They gonna have their Arceus, they gonna have their main line where it's just you follow the routes. They gonna have their
Yeah.
Pokemon Snap, they gonna have their Pokemon Go, Unite, all these other Pokemon
Pokemon
adventures.
Legends should one of those new different Pokemon. It's like Pokemon Research or something.
Yeah, they gotta keep it. They need to. I would be cool with that if they kept Legends like as a separate series and built on that versus trying to do a hybrid. thing. But
Would be dope.
you never know. Like the next mainline game, but
Add that mechanic. You never know. It's
my
really
thing,
you just never know
I
because they
hate.
do so much.
I just hate us every time a game come out. We just like, well, the next game gonna have this. It's like, why we can't
We gotta enjoy
enjoy
the
this
game
one,
we got.
right?
You always want to add something to the game. This shit's fun. Enjoy it. It's
Yeah, I'm gonna get
different.
it
It's
though.
new. It's fresh. You still get your battling and stuff, so that's cool. Now, like I was hear people like it ain't got gems. I don't really want to play if I can't. I don't really give a fuck about the gem to be honest. That shit was a hassle anyway. like the
Yeah,
gems.
we're
That
gonna
shit.
play it.
That was just another aspect to. Okay, I can get badges. The RPG got to give you some type of adventure, but I like this one. Like it give me that feel of like a Pokemon Snap with like your traditional Pokemon because you like a lot of from what I've seen, you're just researching the Pokemon. You're going to find Pokemon, the different types of that kind of Pokemon.
They got
You
the
catching them,
survey
you
core,
training
right?
them.
The survey
Yeah,
core.
like you got like that shit inspired. Like it's kind of like I don't even want to say it, but it low key remind me of like if Pokemon had a Breath of the Wild version. Like it's really like a that's really what it is. It just ain't got gyms and stuff, but Breath of the Wild only had shrines. We had the little not shrines. It do have shrines. It didn't have dungeons. They added the shrines and stuff, gave you stuff a different aspect to the game. So I like where it's going, the direction. I like the addition to the Pokemon series that it has. It looked like it's. I didn't look too deep into the story, but a lot of people like Blue. I think Keith told me it was pretty decent. Like it gave you, it's a different vibe. I like it. I also just like Pokemon, and it give me that vibe of what I wanted when I was a kid. I could just walk around throw my Pokeball. Like that shit just looked fun.
So, but wait, they ain't got no multiplayer and no gyms.
I don't know what's all in the game. I haven't really
That,
played it.
Yeah,
that's no multiplayer, no gyms.
Yeah, it's
but
because there's like back in
ain't
the
flex
day.
on nobody.
It's like at the ancient times of Pokemon where they are like trying to discover
Yeah,
the
so like
species and stuff. So it's like you are kind of starting up what we have come to know. What how we interact with Pokemon.
yeah,
That's what that's how I
that's what I
envisioned it.
think it's about. Case, if you could let us know, I know you pretty far in the game. But I don't know, like I know it's like different factions and stuff too, like clans or something like that. But I know you do like it's like researching Pokemon. You down there, professor, like early professor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, okay, that's kind of lit.
So before gyms, before Pokemon, before they had like
yeah.
the NFL of Pokemon, they
You
had to
trying to
have
see what the hell these are?
yeah.
All right,
Right.
we're gonna have
Like
these motherfuckers fight
why
each other to the death.
why they attacking
To
us?
the
Can
death.
we train them? If I train this one, what is it gonna turn into?
Oh shit, this motherfucker transformed in my sleep. Imagine you go to
How you
bed, you
level
wake up.
out when I had that yesterday morning? What the fuck?
Like, where the fuck my Charmander?
How'd you get this ball? What? You got
Yeah,
horns now? Good
The
gracious.
people are still torn between
it's,
letting them
it's
run
like
freely and catching
And
and
catching
training
and
them.
training them. Yeah.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
that's dope to me. It didn't
Early
just
years
being
before
able to
people
have that
knew
research
the
aspect,
Pokemon.
and
Yeah, sure.
it still got that train my Pokemon vibe. So that shit's fire.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not saying nothing that I'm saying to complain about it at all. But I was just
No, I ain't
saying
got no complaints because
the major
it's good for
complaints.
what it gave.
The major complaints that I've seen is that it's not the all-in-one Pokemon game. But
Yeah,
they not gonna do that. That's.
because nobody gonna be happy, honestly.
But I like it. I like the. I mean, I know people complain about the graphics and stuff, but I think the art style looks pretty good
Like
for what it
I
is.
think if they kept the mechanic, I know people
I
complained about
like the
like
art style.
the aiming system, like locking onto the Pokemon when you're trying to catch them or something. I did hear complaints about that. Maybe that's something they're gonna
If you
perfect for
can't
the next
aim,
one.
just say you can't aim. Just like,
No, it's like really the lock on, like it'll lock on to a Pokemon. It's
oh,
like
okay.
it ain't nothing about like people aiming. Dang, you just
Because I'm
ready to
about to
be an
say,
asshole.
nah, bro, I've been watching people play this game,
Fire.
and I've been watching people hit the trees,
Yeah, but
hit the Pokemon
when
with.
there's multiple Pokemon like on the screen, I've seen like people's aim
Yeah.
like snap on Pokemon. Like you don't really get
You
like
don't
a
get
Pick
control.
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
See,
like a
that's
snap
different.
stick.
I haven't seen anybody like with multiple Pokemon around.
Oh yeah, see, you fucking
It's
with them
normally like
peasants.
it's normally like one
nah.
or two. I was about to say, oh, you must be talking about some of them peasants in the chat, but sheesh, you was ferocious. Talk about me. Hello. Um. Yeah. So C dug into a whole Pokemon dialogue. Horizon Forbidden West, and we lost Okami. I was saying that Okami and C were kind of digging into this as they did a co-op stream where they were playing and kind of talking about it.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
coming.
I ain't
Yeah.
got out yet.
It's coming out. The new one comes out. We was playing the first
Come out
one.
next month, right?
So
Yeah, come out February 18. So yeah, it should be dope. I mean, I want to say the game went gold this week, and they all the pre-orders and stuff been up for a long time. So it's pretty much. I mean, I feel like it could have released this month if they wanted to, but Sony, they got a lot of stuff lined up for this year. My assumption would be by the time Horizon come out, they'll start like showing off some more of the stuff they got lined up for this year, because they got they saying that God of War's supposed to drop this year, right? Didn't they?
mhm.
So
That's what they say.
they already got 3 major games lined up as of now, and that's like with
Yeah.
just the stuff we know about.
Yeah, that's like the stuff only that they announced. Not they're gonna shadow drop some stuff. It's always something shadow drop. You like, damn, that's coming out. Cause remember we also got Sifu coming out.
Yep, they actually come
February
out.
packed itself.
Sifu
Yeah,
actually
so
come out
Come out.
soon.
It come out on the
they
8th.
said sometime in 2022. They haven't given an exact date on that Ragnarok.
I
Probably gonna
believe
be
in
Christmas.
September at the
Yeah,
earliest.
like
I feel
like
like
that in that last quarter. Time,
yeah. But then you got they working on Spider-Man, so the details of that will be revealed at some point this year.
And you never know, like Spider-Man could for real be done. Like they just finishing it up, but then when they announce it, they're gonna say, "Yo, it's gonna drop holiday 2022 or something." Because
Yeah,
Miles Morales came out right around
Christmas,
the corner.
December.
Yeah, like, it came out right around the corner from like that first Spider-Man.
The
And it was
same
like,
day.
damn, like you just gave us a whole nother game.
The same day as a PS5 came out, they had it ready.
Yeah, so like if they had that ready, I mean, it was already ready. They've been working on the other Spider-Man too. That's
They
what they
had
gave.
that in their back pocket.
Yeah, they was like, we already playing. We playing this after Spider-Man 1. We knew Miles was coming. Y'all didn't, because they ain't really have to do nothing with the Miles stuff. They already had the mechanic. They already had what they was about to do. You just got to boom, change the story, add the characters. Here we go.
It ended with a cliffhanger too. The first game ended with a loose end for them to immediately go into another storyline. My only thing is they used up a lot of the villains. We know they got Venom. We know they got Craven.
Yeah.
So they didn't do.
Wait, so who was all the villains in the first one again? Wasn't it the Sinister Six?
Yeah, they did Scorpion, Rhino. They didn't do Goblin. They did Kingpin. They did Shocker, right?
Shocker.
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 And
I always messed up on Shocker and Electro.
They're
yeah,
gonna have to start putting them in the Marvel. They're gonna
Yeah,
start
Mr.
have to send
Negative.
him on Marvel missions.
yeah,
Boy.
they did do Doc Ock. Doc Ock was the main villain.
Okay.
So they got Goblin.
Did
Goblin
they
is
have
still
Goblin?
out. No, Goblin is definitely
Mysterio. They got
Mysterio. They can do so Venom. I want them to do a good job with bringing Venom in the game. Yeah, I think they can do Vulture.
Mr. Negative. Oh, they threw Mr. They had
do
Mr.
Carnage.
Negative.
Oh no, Vulture was on the last one, right? But yeah, they got Spider-Man got a ton of villains that they can
there's some
use.
stuff. They could do a lot with Spider-Man. They could throw Blade in there if they wanted to.
Yeah, they need to make a Daredevil cameo up in there or something.
That'd be
Or
fire.
Wolverine, have a Wolverine
Oh, Vulture
lead
was in the
up
first one.
for this
Yeah, he's Sinister Six, ain't he?
Yeah, you know they got that Wolverine game coming out too. So
Oh yeah, Insomniac
I
got something cooking, boy.
I think it's
That's why I
confirmed the
think
same
Spider-Man is
universe.
done. Yeah.
I think it's confirmed to be like, so they could have technically a cameo if they wanted to. I Easter egg or
Wolverine
something.
game?
Yeah, they got a
I mean,
Wolverine game lined up for 23.
yeah, with Insomniac.
Yep.
So you never know. You know, see that's a little telltale sign right there. You never know they're gonna drop Spider-Man on us, and then be like, boom, here's the date for Wolverine.
They just need to do that M rating. That's all I want them to do. That M rating.
Yeah, if Wolverine ain't M-rated,
Had to.
I'm gonna feel some type of way because that Wolverine Origins, that
Yes.
shit.
That game was actually good, right? That game was
game
actually good.
fire,
When people was talking about movies, you remember how they used to make the game alongside the movies? Like
Mhm.
that Wolverine game was good.
That Origins, that shit was fire. That shit was violent. We went into that blood rush mode. You was
Yes.
slicing people up. That shit
It was just red.
That was
Yeah.
Logan.
Oh
That
yeah.
wasn't even Wolverine. That was Logan. Y'all
Yeah.
seen Logan? That shit was pretty decent. I can't lie.
That's one of the best superhero movies.
Logan so
That shit was
slept
pretty.
on.
That
Shit was
shit was pretty
intense.
good.
That's one of the
I'm
best.
not even gonna hold you. That's the word that I would say. It was intense.
Logan.
Yeah, start to finish.
Logan was crazy. I was in theaters seeing that joint the first time. No way. Like I don't know anybody who said that they hated it.
Yeah.
Man,
I
Logan was fire.
I was stressed
Then they
because I
had
was like, bro, we
X-23
can
in
die at
there.
anybody.
I was good.
We can die
Which
at
I
any
feel like
time.
they still haven't done anything with like properly.
Mm-mm.
It's what it is.
So much to be done.
Speaking of Wolverine, you know they saying that it's a X-Men or some X-Men characters supposed to come in that Doctor Strange movie that come out this year.
I would be
Word.
that'd be a good way to branch them with the multiverses, and then it kind of already fucked up from Spider-Man.
Everybody see Spider-Man? Urban, you seen Spider-Man? No Way Home?
Yeah.
At this
Anybody in the
point,
chat,
bro, at this
if y'all
point,
didn't see
hey,
Spider-Man, we might say some stuff. So
no, we definitely probably gonna say some stuff. He asked that shit. I know he's definitely going for it.
I
We just
wasn't
need
about
to
to go
clear
in,
air.
but I was just hoping that Urban seen it. But
I
yeah,
know that Spider-Man movie show all them villains and stuff. It's a lot going on the other side of that line.
Yeah, there's a lot of other villains out there that we gonna really
boy
learn about.
At the end, like I was sitting like close enough where I could see like everybody popping out. I was like, oh no, those is actually niggas. I said, oh, who are these niggas?
Yeah.
Are we about to have fight out all of them?
They showed Craven.
Yep.
I was like,
Rhino.
This man he's a monster. He's a monster. Get him, Tony.
Already doing that Mobius movie.
Morbius. Yeah, it's coming.
Morbius.
I think Morbius in the same universe as Venom, isn't it?
Yep.
Blade 2, I think.
And that's another thing, like the Venom aspect that they added. Like they planted something, and it's gonna be. I'm ready just to see everything unfold. Cause
I need them to do this shit right though, cause I'm like, yo.
I mean, I kind of
literally.
like. I can't say I'm doubting them, but they got a track record to like they been cooking up some stuff. So
they fucking hit.
Right.
Marvel don't miss often.
Yeah, it's like
Marvel is straight. I was gonna say, I was like, the Sony been. They don't be hitting with Spider-Man all the time. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. They've been hit or miss with the universe.
Nah, yeah, Sony don't own Blade.
So you see how much love has been for Andrew Garfield?
Man, I don't know. Them Amazing Spider-Mans was dope to me.
I thought they was straight.
I love those. I love them.
You see how much love has been for him though since No Way Home.
That's because
They
the
trying to
movie,
get him a third.
the movie
They brought him the comeback kid.
They did a part 3 and didn't even give us a part 3.
Yeah, people was asking for
they
that.
did him dirty.
Really quickly, Keith is trolling. I heard Iron Man coming back. It's a great chance to introduce X-Men Fantastic Four. I'd be happy with either or. Jazzy said, think we might see a version of the Illuminati. Are
Hope
they
so.
using Morbius to tie in Blade? No,
You know,
Sony doesn't own
Hope so.
Blade. Blade is
I
100%
thought
Marvel.
I
Facts.
agree, Okami.
I thought the
Blade and
Illuminati was
Spider-Man
gonna
should have been
show
in
up.
the MCU.
So
I
did y'all?
really, I really thought the Illuminati was gonna show up, and then Black Panther died, and now it's like, how they gonna play this story if they gonna introduce the Illuminati? Because they still can, but we ain't got Tony, we ain't got the Black Panther,
Yeah.
we got Reed Richards is somewhere in the universe. We know that they name dropped him. We got Doctor Strange. We
They can
got
just do
Professor
it in the
X.
time beforehand.
Y'all
You know, they
seen
can just do like the time joint.
Winston Duke is confirmed the new Black Panther? Confirmed
I,
already?
I ain't see nothing confirmed, but who knows?
What's the Duke?
y'all see the Eternals?
Yeah,
Nah.
Yeah.
I got to rewatch it
So they had an end credit scene on
because
there.
they got somebody. Because I was talking to somebody, they had what's his name?
The Black Knight.
Dark Knight,
The
Black Knight.
Black
Black
Knight.
Knight,
So
the Black
yeah,
Knight and Blade.
apparently that's a character. The Black Knight was in Eternals, and then they had
Mhm.
Mahershala's voice in the
Yep.
end credits.
For Blade.
He was saying something to the Black Knight in the end credits, but
Okay.
he didn't show his face.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blade, that movie kind of on hiatus a little bit. They confirmed that it was being produced a while back. So we need to, Wesley, they had, people was making the posts about, Wesley, showing love for Wesley Snipes, and Wesley Snipes was saying, you know, he had his time, so it's time for
Yeah.
somebody else to be Blade. You know how people is all like, "Oh, he never gonna be better than Wesley," and Wesley Snipes is
Man,
like,
y'all need to
"Yeah,
stop
man,
letting these
let this
people
man."
make movies. There's more
All
people
right,
out in the world.
what I'm saying, Wesley Snipes, he doing his thing now. Wesley Snipes is actually doing some good stuff now. He don't need
Yeah.
Marvel money to be considered a legend. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for the OG Blades, we wouldn't have none of this now. So, what I'm trying to figure out, why is everybody like trying to make it like a thing? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I
like
like how they introduced the Daredevil into the MCU too.
yeah,
That was smooth.
they slid that they slid
That
that
was
They
in.
slid
smooth.
that one in there like butter, boy. They
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh, y'all thought this was a Netflix series. Boom, MCU.
And y'all seen Hawkeye? Hawkeye, they put the same Kingpin from Daredevil,
Yep. They put Kingpin in there.
and they saying
So we
that
got
Punisher is gonna be in it too.
The same guy. Yeah.
So
ooh.
that'll be fire. Y'all think we gonna see the Punisher Iron Man?
They need to bring the homie Luke Cage back.
Big facts. Luke Cage definitely needs to come back.
Man, they gonna bring all the defenders back. Watch. They
Well,
gonna
I
be
think
they
they
gonna be in the
retained
they gonna be in the big fight.
they retained all the actors from the Netflix series though, right? I'm pretty sure they announced that once they announced that they won't be
I know
doing
they
the series
canceled
on
the
Netflix.
shows, but I
Yeah,
think they still like can do movies. I don't know. I'm not
yeah.
sure. I'm not completely
I'm pretty sure.
sure about
Yeah,
that.
I'd have to
But
look that
yeah,
up.
Jazzy mentioned Moon Knight. Moon Knight drops in March. That's gonna be a fire
Mhm.
series.
Yep.
I haven't followed that much. Like, I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
much
it
about.
is the She-Hulk dropping. Jessica Jones could be in that. I forgot.
Mm.
It's a lot. They got a lot
She-Hulk.
coming. A lot that they can work with, especially for this little phase of Marvel movies. Because there's so many characters and heroes now. Like something big got to happen. Like bigger than Thanos.
Yeah, Eternals, man. That's what I think Eternals was for, to
Yeah.
show the scale of,
What's
Thanos
about
was
to happen?
bad. Thanos was bad, but in on the Eternal scale, Thanos wasn't really that bad. It was, yeah, that whole Celestials, like that's that's like another level of
This is
like.
another level of shit, boy.
So I don't even know when that's gonna come into play. I'm still thinking about like Loki and
Because we got Loki
Kang.
season 2 coming.
Yeah, Kang the
Yo, that
Conqueror.
shit's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror. I think whatever this what I think. I think whatever it is they got planned, Kang the Conqueror is gonna be like behind something that's gonna be on the bigger scale of what's really happening. That's
Yep.
just what I think.
That would be really dope. for everything to tie in canonically back to him.
Yeah, because
The next
Loki
biggest.
play
That
play a
low-key
big role
series
in a
was
lot of stuff.
dope. Yeah, that low-key series I
And that
think
Loki
was
series proved it. Like Loki is behind a lot of shit that was been going on
Mhm.
inadvertently. Like,
They
like bro,
showed
Like
your
oops.
single self, like you're an anomaly, bro. Like, how are you
Yeah.
the anomaly? Like, they wanted to get rid of him so things could go back to normal. That's why,
Normal.
people was analyzing the Doctor Strange trailer, and it looked like one of the doors that Wanda was coming on looked like one of those TVA doors. I don't know if y'all saw that, but people was like trying to break down the
Ooh.
trailer. Looked
oh
like it was a
yeah,
That's
I did
TVA
see
door.
that. It could. I don't know. You know, people be trying to
Yeah.
reach and pull for everything,
Yeah,
but you never know.
right.
It's always a possibility
Yeah.
because I mean,
for real, it's
and that's
impressive.
another thing. Like with the Wanda stuff, like her like seeing her like in her little Scarlet Witch like actual like form. Is it a
Yeah.
form now? I don't even
Costume.
know, but like the costume, like
Yeah.
that shit was dope, and just seeing like the correlation to like watching Spider-Man made me think about the Wanda show, like when they said she was stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme. Like you watch Spider-Man and you
Yeah.
like, oh, wait, Doctor
Right.
Strange not the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes.
But
Yes.
remember when he became the Sorcerer Supreme, they was like, you gonna be like the strongest being or something, like just because his potential. And then like you watch Spider-Man, you forget all about that. He got blipped for 5 years, so
Yep.
he's not the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yep.
Like just the way that like that's like a small detail. Like I'm not gonna say everybody looked over, but like that's a detail that's like, wait, that's kind of the major. Like when you think about like how they worded it, like
Yeah.
you're stronger than this Sorcerer Supreme. Like you're
Because we was
stronger than
thinking we was
you're for
thinking
sure
she's
stronger than
stronger than.
Wong.
Yeah, because you remember when she said that on WandaVision, we was like, oh, she's stronger than Doctor Strange. But then it was
That's what
like,
everybody was thinking. But then you watch
now it's
Spider
like,
Man, it's
wait.
like Doctor Strange, like, man, I'm really stronger than you, but I guess technicalities.
Yeah.
You had in chief.
And y'all saw the What If? Everybody, I know Will seen the What If.
Yep.
Nah, I haven't seen the What If.
So
Gotta watch What If.
Mephisto? You
in
think? Ooh.
in the What If, there's an episode where in one of the multiverse timelines, Doctor Strange tries to save he tries to not get in the car wreck that he got into, basically. But in this timeline, his the love interest was in the car, so it became like he trying to not have the car wreck to save her. So it basically became in the process of this, he became like an evil version of Doctor Strange. And I think that I don't know if it's the same one or another version
Oh,
of
what
it,
if he
but they
lost his
showed,
heart instead of his hands?
yeah,
Yeah.
because they showed him in the trailer. They showed like the evil Doctor Strange, but I don't know if it's the one directly from What If or if it's another one. Because potentially he could be
Yeah,
created in another
yeah,
timeline.
he was just crazy. But yeah, that's like the same thing. Remember, it's multiverse of madness. Maybe it's another Doctor Strange
So
opening
it
up the
is him.
multiverse,
I
trying to
hope it
cause
is.
chaos.
Put into context. Let's put into context. Just off the shows alone that dropped in the last the year and a half, right, from WandaVision all the way to Hawkeye. Like the amount of avenues and doors that Marvel has simply opened just from those shows alone. Then on top of that, some of these movies and things that they've added in, like Shang-Chi, the Spider-Man, the like these other avenues, like some of this stuff. I mean, the Shang-Chi joint went all the way back to the Mandarin damn
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Marvel has done a very great job of one setting up these stories, but then now in this phase, putting themselves, like we've said, putting themselves in position to make a lot of really good, significant steps in a lot of appealing directions. Because this Doctor Strange movie can, if that Doctor Strange, the evil Doctor Strange in the movie is the one from What If, just think about how significant that is, that those two things tie together,
Yeah, I
that the
mean,
animated version of that show is tying into the real life movie aspect of Doctor Strange in a significant way. Like that's a big deal because you got to go back and watch What If to know, okay, where the fuck did you come from? How did this happen? So yeah, Marvel just they do it well.
they playing chess.
Yeah,
They
see,
playing
like
chess.
Okami,
Playing chess.
Okami in the chat talking about like the exact same stuff that I'm mentioning. Like I didn't want to say that it was him, but yeah, if it's not him, then yeah, it's almost like the what if was kind of like like a pump fake, like that bamboo with a
Yeah,
yeah, like the Evan Peters thing, yeah. But
Hey, look,
man, they
all I
got it,
know
man,
is
they got it.
all I know is Disney got a bigger plan than what we know, and
facts.
we've been knowing this since Iron Man 1, since the Hulk. Um, what else had
Disney
like
be plotting.
what else had this little hints in it? Well, everything because post credit scenes, but
And they pretty much
people
got
forget like
every
that first Hulk movie
acquisition.
was really MCU. Like it's stuff in that universe that's still just left behind. Like they can bring back because what's because remember at the end of the Hulk when they went in, was it Tony that came in the post credit scenes and was like Bruce?
Or
It was
oh yeah, the
Tony
Hulk
or
movie.
yeah, I think it was Tony that came at the end. It was either him or um uh, I'm fried, so my memory.
These are
Um,
facticals.
Yeah,
Samuel L. character, that nigga.
another thing I see Okami brought up is like when I didn't even see Iron Man 1 in theaters. I didn't see Iron Man 1, Thor. I didn't see I didn't start going to the theaters on these until Captain America. And
That's
then
true. They were playing around with it, but they still
I didn't
introduced
see
that
any of the
aspect of
Captain America movies.
connecting those series, like connecting the universe. They still had him
yeah.
come in and ask the Hulk like, "Yo, we need you. I want you to be a part of this program that's starting with like us superheroes." Like, I mean, it probably wasn't a part of the plan, but they still went into enough detail to make a post credit scene to introduce this aspect. Like the first Iron Man, like I'm starting to when Fury was like, I'm starting the Avengers initiative. Like this is the plan. Like it probably wasn't their original plan to make it like this big, but they not introducing that, and not thinking like, okay, we want to expand it some way. I mean, of course, it was like just to test it, see how it was gonna go. But I think they didn't think to expand it this far, but they for sure had an idea to try to connect these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you gotta give them the credit for being able to tie all these in and like you said, like hint to them, because it's like, damn, like they set it up to where they only give you just enough information to where they still got wiggle room
Yeah,
to plan out the details. That shit's smooth.
So Urban, what's your top 5, like I guess we can do top 5 movies in like the whole Marvel universe. So
top five MCU.
with this we not counting the old Spider-Man movies. I know people want to count that now, but
No,
You ain't gotta
it's
worry
not.
about
leave
me
the
counting.
old Spider-Mans
You ain't
out.
gotta worry about me counting.
They
Top
still
They
not
gonna
count.
five
make that top 15.
MCU movies. All right, so let me see.
In any order, it don't matter.
They don't have to be. Yeah.
I gotta give Blade is flowers. Cause that was one of the first ones that really, I guess, like caught me. Let me see. The other one, Civil War, Black Panther. Um,
Civil War was fire.
yeah, that shit. They was getting to it.
That was deep.
So that's 3, and then I got 2 more Marvel movies. Let me see, which one did I really enjoy? Can the series be included?
You can include a series.
Yeah.
Actually, I can stick to the movie. I keep the movies. I'm just like, let me see.
He's like, I just like so much of it. I don't know.
You said just about every single one except one that I'm thinking about right now. Don't
Hold
read the
on, let me
chat.
make
Don't
sure.
read the chat. Don't read the chat.
Don't read chat.
Uh, let me make sure I do you right. Let me sure I do you right.
Hey
Let me see. You know what? I will actually say, Ant-Man was good for me
man was fire.
because I was like Scott Lang and like his whole personality, what he brought. That shit was hard. Um, then uh,
Anybody else in the chat,
Was-
y'all can drop
So
y'all's
it's
as
like
well.
I'm like I like the first one. So I think Endgame is the conclusion, but I like the one before that.
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
Infinity
Of course.
War. Yeah. That's the other one. Cause that one, like, I ain't gonna lie, like that would have been a crazy place to just like cut this like to cut that section of the series off, right?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. He said should have went for the head.
Okay.
Dude, I was like, oh,
I got you. Yeah, you definitely got me with that Civil War, because that's definitely like up there
That's
for
one of my
me,
favorite ones.
because that's when
That
they
one was
brought
good.
in Black Panther and Spider-Man, and then
Mhm.
like you said, they was getting to it. So the one that you didn't name is the Captain America and Winter Soldier, because I don't know when the last time y'all seen that movie, but that movie go hard
I
every
watch
single
it pretty
time you
often
watch
because
it.
that
Every
one,
single time.
Every
that
single
one
time
was
you
good.
watch it, that movie goes hard. Like, and then you can almost take the superhero stuff out of it completely, and it's still like a good movie. That's why I
Mhm.
know, like, I talk to a lot of people, and they, we talk about Winter Soldier a lot, but Civil War, man, that action and Spider Man throwing hands with people, that was a
Yeah,
good moment for me.
it was really like the
out
only
the history
Captain
of them and
America
shit.
movie that was a Captain America movie was the first one.
It's like
Yeah.
it had everybody. The crazy thing is like the impact it had everybody torn because it was like, all right, whose side you on? Like, what type of person are you really? Between, are you Team Cap or are you Team Iron Man? Like,
So who was the villain? Who was the villain in that movie?
yeah.
Low key, you almost gotta say it was Captain America.
Yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
Cap,
in a way,
Cap,
he
Cap.
was
he
putting
was
the
he was looking
he was
at
putting
Tony
the
like
injustice.
he was looking at
For
Tony
sure.
like, do the right thing, and Tony like, nigga,
This
yo,
is the right thing. We got too much power, bro. Like,
Yeah,
yeah. And then
that
your
movie.
partner off my folks, like, come on, dog. And y'all gonna tag team my ass? They did. They slapped five
yeah,
on that. They slapped five on that.
I ain't gonna hold you. Tony was trying to hold his own. That's he
They
was
did
looking
He
for
him
was
that
right.
trying.
split second.
He
He
said,
had
"I
the
got
heart.
chunked."
Imagine the nigga that's supposed to be your best friend and the motherfucker that killed your parents.
Straight stumping you out.
It's like,
I was his best friend
Let him
first.
up. Let him up.
Man.
It really
exactly,
could have just been prevented, honestly. Like if they just would have talked about it.
bro.
It's
But
like,
nah,
oh,
they've been ready to shoot the ones though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it went overboard when he was like, you could have just told me, bro. Like you knew and you didn't tell me. Like that's the like I don't care about
Facts.
nothing you
Because
gotta
really,
say,
if
bro.
he had just mentioned, it, said something, then the fight would never happen. They could have had the
Could have
conversation.
said, yo, my friend, he was kidnapped, he brainwashed. They sent him to kill your parents because your dad y'all build fucking weapons. Of course, he's going to be a threat to people. Like he could have prevented. He could have been like, "Yo, yeah, we're a soldier. That's my friend. He killed your parents. He was brainwashed. We got to figure out what's going on." That boom. Nah, you want to be like, I can't tell him. I got to save my friend.
Well, we got Kami the F. Steve Rogers campaign. That's where it all begins, right there, boy.
Right. I, let's see.
Captain
Jazzy said in the
America
chat.
is Captain White America. Nah.
Jazzy said in the chat. Her shows. She's saying Loki, WandaVision, What If, and Hawkeye, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier.
The
Okay.
shows, the
You want to get
shows
up on
are,
these shows too? Because he dropped his and Will dropped his
I was
movies.
going down the
yeah.
list.
Oh, okay.
The shows to me are kind of hard to
Because Will
rank,
dropped his top 5. I didn't want to gloss over
Yeah.
his stuff.
because I feel like if you haven't seen the movies, the shows are going to do like almost nothing for
No
you.
justice.
Because you don't have the precursor.
But I think my favorite so far is Loki. Because I was waiting
Loki
on
for
that.
sure my favorite.
I was waiting on that storyline since Endgame went down. So, but WandaVision, I like. I think WandaVision was just a good. It was just a good like first step out for the shows, because they was able to do all the characters stuff with Elizabeth Olsen and I forget dude that played Vision name. But yeah, they kill it together.
They were able to build just both of them out.
Yeah,
So it was
Yep.
dope.
them two on screen was just good because they didn't really get to
Good.
do none of that with the movies.
Him with that do rag, bro.
Yeah, too right.
That shit. That
Vishon.
shit that
Sean.
took me out, bro.
That
That
shit
shit
was
about
it.
took me
Sean.
out.
You know the waves
You
on
better
his ass.
call
That
me
bitch
You
Sean
know,
was
you
spinning, boy.
know that, hey, that
Hey,
shit was
Sean
too
Barber
thick.
better than C's. What y'all
Then he
think?
had the little gold link.
The gold, the black turtleneck with the gold chain.
The black turtle with the gold links,
I'm
the gold
dead,
Cuban on.
bruh.
He
Sweet.
said,
You know
"What y'all
you.
thought? What y'all thought? Don't let them. Don't
I'm
let
out
them."
here for the
Then they
culture.
threw the beard on them with the
Just
they
straight.
was doing everything. They was
It's
like, "Yeah,
like
you just about to be
whatever.
fresh." All right,
For
remember
real.
you said Black Panther, Infinity War, Ant-Man, Civil War, then Thor. The first Thor was pretty good.
Thor Ragnarok, bruh.
Ragnarok is
Oh,
undefeated.
Ragnarok
That
was
one.
yeah.
Thor
That was
Ragnarok. The
He
that was
took
the
an
shit.
L in that one, boy.
Thor: The Dark Worlds. That shit was.
bruh. That's like up there with the worst. The top 3 worst. Dark World, Iron Man 3, and
Iron Man 3 could have been so good.
I can't even really say a top 3 worst,
Filmed in good
but
old
top
North
2 worst.
Carolina. Failed like a motherfucker.
Yeah. That what you call it? Okami didn't like Ragnarok?
He said it was not good to me. Dang, it wasn't good to you?
So what about how did you feel
I
about
feel like it was
Guardians
pretty
1?
cool.
If you didn't like Ragnarok, how do you feel about
I think
Guardians 1, Okami? Just
Guardian.
for record.
He said for the record.
Cause I feel like Thor Ragnarok was just like another Guardians of the Galaxy to me.
yeah. And they introduced like
Yeah.
that Planet Hulk like Gladiator Hulk shit. That just was we ain't gonna see Planet Hulk.
Yeah.
Because there are people dying if we see
that
Planet
time
Hulk.
that time has passed.
Yeah.
That's animation only.
Yeah, like when they dropped Ragnarok, all the events of like Planet Hulk kind of passed.
He said
So
it
it was
wasn't a
like,
Thor movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's valid.
Yeah,
That's
I get
valid.
you.
Cause yeah, it had a lot more than Thor
it
just going
did,
on.
but I think like the ending part kind of brought
He
it
was
back
the
because
main
that's what was
driving.
that was the purpose of it. Like Ragnarok was the fall of Asgard and stuff. So
I think they said
I
that
think it
was Chris Hemsworth thing with Ragnarok because the first 2 Thor movies, because like I see what you mean when saying it was
yeah,
Tony Stark, Peter Quill, Thor, because yeah, it was I think that was Chris Hemsworth. He wanted it to be more comedy to it because when you think about it, the first 2 Thor movies really they was kind of both were
it was
kind of
kind of
dry.
dark and
Yeah.
dry, and it was just like nothing going.
But I get that completely. It was definitely
Makes
Tony
sense. It
Stark,
wasn't a Thor
Peter
movie.
Quill.
I mean,
I got you.
that's the same as all the Captain America movies. It was a Captain America movie. The first one was like,
yeah. It was so much
decent. The second one
Avengers.
had so much other death, and then Civil War that was an Avengers.
It was like a shield because you know
Cap
the
was a Cap the
shield,
whole time.
the shield, the stuff that happened with Shield, and then the Civil War. It was just like
Captain America movies had a lot of layers that was beyond Captain America.
yeah. He was talking about like like his character mannerisms.
Oh, the actual character.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the movie had like different stuff going.
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I like
I mean-
Urban. I like your pick for that first. You said the first Ant-Man, right? That you
Yeah.
rock with. Yeah, that first Ant-Man was good, man.
It was like, all right, so basically the way I look at it, I was like, all right, he is killing it with all these major names, right? Because I'm not like too big into like comics and stuff. So like I'm not really familiar with Ant-Man. So he brings in this new, IP, this new character.
Yeah,
And
bro.
bodies it to where I'm like, oh yeah, I want to see him in the next movie, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh,
Right.
now I know that if you could take somebody someone doesn't know and make them, like fit in with all the people that they do know, I'm like, that takes talent. That's when they got they flowers for real.
You spin facts, man. Cause could you even think of anybody talking about Ant-Man before that movie came out, as
Hell
just like
nah.
a superhero Ant-Man? Like you might have heard about it. You might have thought him and Adam were the same hero. Cause
Yeah,
that's what I always used to think about from DC Comics.
they basically the same thing. They get bigger and they
Yeah.
get smaller.
Yeah, Power
He
Red,
was like
man.
one of the people I look forward to in, Infinity War, Endgame, everything. Is just like, all right,
Low
where's
key,
Ant-Man? Civil War. Civil War,
low
bro, it was
key.
hilarious.
Well, not even
You
low
know,
key. High key, Ant-Man saved everything.
Man, to the
He
highest
actually, yeah.
saved.
degrees.
He saved everything.
Well, we want to be technical. The little mouse saved
The
everything.
the rat that brought him back.
The rat saved. I mean, but I guess
Some
you can
rumor,
relate. I
some
guess you can
rumor that
relate
was
that back to
6ix9ine
him
cousin.
because he was so sloppy and junky. It wouldn't have been no rat.
He said,
If he was clean, it wouldn't have been no rats to come eat his old pizza.
Yeah, so nah, I fuck with
Hey, shout out to
those.
Scott. He saved the world because he was dirty. But y'all
Appreciate you,
still take
Scott.
showers.
Nah, please do. Like we not here for the muss.
What else we
Nah,
got in the chat? What said he was smart. He was
Jujutsu
smart to give us
Kaisen.
Scott Lang and not Hank Pym. That was smart. Goodness gracious. I don't know. I don't really
Yeah,
like Hank Pym. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was
yeah.
cool, but I don't like
I
him.
heard about Hank and his shit. He's like the dude that's supposed to be the villain on the Doctor Strange shit. He like somebody who like bitter.
Yeah, he
Man, Hank,
actually was a villain on there. Yeah, on the What
Yeah,
If.
he's bitter as hell. Like, yeah.
sound like Hank. But yeah. Hey, appreciate it, Kami. Yeah, those my movies. I like Winter Soldier, Iron Man 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Infinity War, and Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like Iron Man 2 was super slept on. Like
Iron Man 2. That's the one
those
he fought with Rhodey.
yeah.
Yeah, nah,
That
that was
part, that was my favorite part when
And
they
Whiplash
brought
was
in
dope.
War
Like
Machine.
that, man,
Yeah.
that shit was fire.
He's supposed to get a show too. Don Cheadle actually lined up for a
Oh
show.
yeah, it's supposed to be a War Machine show. Yeah.
Armored
fuck with Don Cheadle.
Wars. Yeah,
They
man.
got the also we got Ironheart coming. Like all these shows is about to line up some. That's what I'm saying. Like Armor Wars, we gonna have like all this shit is about to like it's something big has got to happen in the MCU. Like there's too much going on in the universe itself. But whatever this bigger thing, this shit about to be crazy.
Yeah, Secret
Secret
Invasion.
Invasion, like
Jazzy Jim know about everything. Jazzy
yeah,
Jim
Jazzy
right
know
there
everything. Look,
with
me and
all
Jazzy be in the chat.
that.
Me and Jazzy be in the chat talking. We be going
Yeah.
down the motherfucking rabbit hole, boy.
Just like we are right now, boy. We
Mhm. But that's because that just show you like the vastness of the MCU itself.
Oh yeah.
Like they started something good, and the fact that they kind of like keeping it fresh and got us still guessing and trying to figure out what's going on. Like it's gonna
The
be
recipe.
fire.
They got the recipe and they know how
Yeah,
to tweak it just
they
enough to
cooked it
keep
up.
you coming back for more.
Yeah,
Yep.
they was like,
They
you know
they
what,
finesse the hell out the
we
world.
gonna step on it right now. Now we about to give you that motherfucking 100% Perico.
Yeah.
Cool.
China white, no black tar, my boy.
Yeah,
Like,
they
you finna
said
be
this
hooked.
This
Chop
Blue
it up
Magic.
real
It's a brand
fine.
name. I stand behind
Stand
it.
by. It's a guarantee. It's a brand.
This is a guarantee.
It's to the point now where like that each of them are gonna connect to something else, so you're tempted to watch almost as many as you can, so that you're
have
not
to. It's not
lost.
even, can't even be.
Yeah.
It's not even a temptation. Like you literally have to watch as much as you can so that you aren't lost. Because if you miss anything, sometimes you feel like, well, shit. Where does that reference come from? How did that happen?
Mhm.
What am I? Yeah. Because even the fact that, again, that what if is tying into whatever's happening with Doctor Strange possibly, and like then the low key shit can possibly tie into Doctor Strange and WandaVision. Like all of these things are tying into major
Man,
parts.
what if just let you know that these multiverses is real?
Like
Shit
real.
is happening. We
Yeah,
don't
anything
even
can
know the
happen.
stuff that's happening. Like
I-
the one multiverse where Vision was fucking Ultron.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the main villain. So a lot of the other timelines, the Avengers don't survive. That was the whole thing about the what if. Like
and
the
Doctor Strange seen all of them.
Doctor Strange seen them all, and the one that we got the movies in is probably like one of the ones where they survive. Because think about it, those first couple of episodes of What If, the Avengers, the whole squad was getting bodied. Like
Yep.
people was dying. That was the meme
Squad-
about it. Tony
The
Stark
Squad was
died
getting
like 5
bodied in
times.
the main universe. They just got saved because of whatever Doctor Strange seen. But they was getting bodied. Look,
Yeah.
this is why Infinity War one of my favorite ones, and this is the proof that they were getting bodied. The beginning of the movie, Thanos beat the Hulk ass. He didn't show up the entire movie. He was like,
He
you
went
know
into
what?
retirement. He put the
He
Hulk
like,
in
you know
retirement.
what?
Sit.
You
They
got
put
this,
Go
bro.
sit down.
actual
You
suits.
got this, Bruce. I don't want to know. I'm good. I'm good.
This
He
man
put the
retired
Hulk
the
in the
Hulk.
corner. He put that nigga in the corner. He said, "Hey,
He said, "Go sit down. Go sit down somewhere."
Damn.
In like the
cut all that
first
screaming and shit out."
in like the first 10 minutes of the movie, and you like, oh shit. You
'Cause
just
it
bodied
was
the
like,
Hulk
okay.
like nothing.
Okay, him and Thor going at it, but the Hawk here, they about to get busy. He hit the
Nah.
Hawk with that clean 3-piece. He said,
Choo,
hook, jab, uppercut. Then flipped him.
Good night.
The
Yeah.
Hulk was out of the movie. That was it.
Hulk ain't never
They need to
been
make
violated
Agents of
like
S.H.I.E.L.D.
that
canon.
before.
You
He
know
had to
what's
rethink
crazy?
himself.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was canon until like I forgot when it stopped being canon because it was canon. Because if y'all remember like the early seasons of Agents of Shield, like when they were fighting in New York, like what was that? The second Avengers movie?
Movie.
Like that shit happened in Agents of Shield. They was like, okay, well, this is what we doing down here. They fighting. Like
Agents
but
of Shield was canon until they went to space. Up till they went to space, it was canon. After that, then it started getting weird, real weird, real
well,
fast.
shoot, we going back to that Agent Peggy Carter. That shit was fire. Agent Carter was dope. Nah, if they would have tied that
Yeah.
into like Iron Man going back into the past and like bringing Iron Man back with that.
So are they gonna bring Iron Man back?
Nah,
No, he old.
They can't afford Tony Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tony taxing them, bro.
Yeah, he gone. He gone.
Yeah,
He did his part.
Yeah.
He
They'd have to-
carried it on his back and had a bad third movie.
Hey, a bad third movie. The rest of the whole shebang.
Oh yeah,
That
if they
nigga was
use
in every movie.
They could put Tony in it that way. That would be dope. Instead of like having Jarvis, she did have Tony's voice. That's dope. Yeah, that could work.
Wow.
I mean, but I doubt they gonna pay him for his voice.
I'm about to say, that's still a fair ticket.
Yeah, that's now he voice acting. He like, all right, I ain't gonna charge y'all as much, but I need.
It's still
Ooh,
gonna hurt.
Tom. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
It's
the
gotta
star,
hurt.
but I'm the star. I am Tony. I am Iron Man.
Only got 2 minutes recorded. I need 20 mil. Like,
Type shit, like for real.
10 mil a
Give me
minute,
the
baby.
give me the loot. Give me the loot.
they gotta cash me out if you want this shit.
Right?
Cash me
Robert Downey
outside.
Jr., the one check Disney can't afford to write. And they wrote $1 billion check to get everything.
Yep.
Mm,
Like,
yeah,
you
nah,
know
they
what? We good, fam. Enjoy.
Look, they thought Terrence Howard was tripping when he wanted to come back as War Machine. He was like, nah, bro, you not Tony. We gonna get this check. We gonna get this check to Tony. Somebody gonna accept this other amount.
Okay.
something gotta give.
Bruh.
Nah, he's
Gotta
looking
make
at this
some
War
cuts.
Machine. Looking
We
at this
damn
War
near blew the
Machine
whole
about to come
budget.
up.
I know that man has to be kicking himself for
That nigga
fumbling
said-
that bag, because
Sick.
that is you
That's a
missed out
bag to
on.
fumble.
You missed out on a lot. I mean, maybe he
What,
didn't
six-
want to do it. Maybe it
Was it 4 movies?
Yeah, maybe
And
ultimately it wouldn't have worked
and
out.
was that coming off of? That was coming off of what was that shit hard out here for a pimp?
Yeah, that
Hustle
was
and
the
flow.
thing.
Hustle and
You
Flow.
right. You right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
he was
after the
cooking.
first Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. was like, because of like them expanded, he did talk like get everybody a higher pay. Like that shit's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
all he had to do
RDJ.
was shut up and be at the movies, bro.
Yeah.
He was being
You hate to
badly
see
under.
it.
I mean, everybody got their reason. It's cool. Like I understand. It's you gotta survive.
Sometimes it's more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But
if
I
that's
think
what he
as the
felt, if
longevity
that's
went,
what
that's why you have
he was
agents and
being
stuff.
badly underpaid. Yeah, right. If that's what he was felt like he was valued at, then you got to always ask for what
Yeah,
your value
you
is.
know your value. Like don't.
Oh no,
You
that's
know,
fair.
No, none of us ever would have predicted that this joint would have
Nah.
been like this in 2022.
this
So
multi-universe that
And he
has
like y'all making some
expanded.
superhero movies. You want me to be in what 2 of them? They probably wasn't
right.
thinking about Avengers and shit.
You know what I'm
That was it.
saying? That was unprecedented back then. A 20 movie continuation. Like, bruh, you was good for
Yeah,
2 or 3 in a series, and that's it.
yeah.
And you was really pushing about the third one. Like,
Oh,
By the
you was
third
big
one.
pushing it on that third one.
we getting sick of you at this point.
You
Like,
was big pushing it. That third one better be a hit, or it's gonna be
He for
the
sure couldn't be
guaranteed
an
the worst
Empire.
one.
Nah,
remember I
Empire
did
would
the
have never
Matrix.
seen the light of day. Yeah,
I
Yeah,
did
I
a
mean,
Matrix
if he
marathon. The
got
first
paid off
one
of
hit.
that,
Bet. All I know
he's
is everybody's path went the way it was supposed to go.
yeah,
They all did
yeah.
great.
yeah. He did get Empire.
Every
Empire was
everything fit into what it was supposed to do.
yeah.
They got the right actors for what they needed. They made it work. And look at where it's at now. Now we sitting here talking about Avengers for an hour and a half.
Right. Cause Don Cheadle, think about it. Don Cheadle, he
He
been
not bad.
he is Don Cheadle's a great actor, but I feel like the stuff that he been doing, it's not real like family friendly. So if he wasn't in the MCU, I'm like, what would he be in to really not be on like these cable like these premium uh network shows and stuff like that? Because that's what I be seeing Don Cheadle on, like these shows on like
Yeah.
Showtime and stuff like that. He don't
See,
like
Don
outside the
Cheadle get the
MCU.
check shit. Like them high network shows, they give you a check to drop something.
Yeah, but it's all good. Like like I said,
Yeah.
Terrence Howard, he got Empire, and I don't think he would have been able to do that if he stayed with
Nah,
the
Absolutely,
yeah.
Not with
absolutely,
the
man.
image. Nah.
Yeah, and I mean, let's not act like he ain't get paid for that too, because I mean, I think I was what 2 seasons in before I finally shook it off, and I was like, yeah, I'm good here. But like when it started, man, Empire was good as fuck. Like, and
I
and
never
still
liked it.
for
I
a
ain't
lot,
gonna hold you.
and still for a lot of people, it was good. But
I heard it was a good show though. Like I ain't got nothing about it. It
it
just wasn't a
dissipated
show I
quickly for
could.
me.
It just wasn't nothing I could watch. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't. It's only so many drama and
You never started. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
ain't
part of
catch
the reason
on
why I
that or
stopped
power.
watching a lot of stuff is because I watch anime. So,
I watch anime.
and you know what?
Leave.
With me saying that, I know everybody here know what that means. Your life is consumed. But
Speaking of that, shoot, Demon Slayer.
yeah, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan is Sunday. I haven't watched either of them. So once the show is over, it's gonna be Halo on one screen.
But how y'all feeling
And
about this last part of Attack on Titan and this part of Demon Slayer right now? I want to hear y'all insight.
So
I'm
the
stressed.
the only thing I'm gonna
Attack,
say on this AOT, the only thing I'm gonna say on AOT.
the shit hasn't started yet. That's the only thing I want to say.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
shit hasn't started.
oh, it hasn't.
it hasn't got real
I ain't
yet.
I ain't even watched. I ain't watched part 1 of this season or this.
Oh,
All right,
Common
well,
said
Common, you have your great
no,
night, bro.
because he don't want to hear nothing.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you. I stopped watching after
I wasn't
2
asking
seasons.
like detail. I was just asking like how y'all feel about the stuff now.
I like
I
the
feel
direction they going. I like the
Yeah.
direction that they going with it
Bruh.
because, like, before, like, you had some animes that were like pushing the envelope. Were willing to kill certain people, do certain things, and now we getting more anime that's kind of hitting like that mature. Like, it's like that shit is crazy
You
because
gotta get
Demon
into the
Slayer.
seinen.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like those is getting more love now. Cause I'm
Yeah.
like Psychopaths and shit like that. I fuck with that shit because it's
Psychopaths,
crazy.
that's my shit. We talked
Yeah, we
about that
keeping
too.
it spoiler free,
Man,
Jazzy.
Yeah,
Psychopaths is really fucking. If y'all
everything
want,
is
if y'all
spoiler
like
free.
the concept of Minority Report, but want
It's
anime,
spoiler free.
watch Psychopaths.
Yeah, like that. I was
That
like,
shit,
yo,
like
the twist they had at this show. I was like, damn.
it's like a psychological mystery thriller, fucking sci-fi. That shit's fire.
Yeah,
That's a good
it's
one.
slow
It's
at
slept on
points,
for
but
sure.
it's good to follow for sure. Yeah,
If you like Ghost in the Shell, I'll say you would like Psychopaths.
basically.
Psychopaths.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
kind of give me Ergo Proxy vibes.
Oh no, we're not discussing Demon Slayer. I was just asking what was how people feeling about the season so far because they said that's what they were watching. I don't watch it, so I'm not about to talk about it.
yeah,
Honestly.
I read ahead on I read the end of Attack on Titan manga, so I've been, kind of watching the anime now, and like the part that is on right now, I knew it was gonna take a couple episodes to get to the part, but the last episode that just happened is when Zeke and Aaron they start talking about like
Wait,
Ymir and the
don't,
paths.
don't,
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I'm about to say no
Yeah.
spoilers.
It's
Yeah,
no
no spoilers.
spoilers, but Zeke and Aaron they talking about Ymir. That's really the only thing I was gonna say
Yeah.
about it. So that's
Everybody
where
know
it got
about
to.
Ymir.
That's
Like, I'm
the
caught
part
up,
that
but
it
I don't
just
want to
got
mess
to.
nobody up.
Man, bro.
Yeah. Hearing
Oh,
about
don't
Ymir,
worry.
everybody know Ymir. They just
I already got the tab up. As soon as we go
B-Nice said, "I'm
off,
ready."
it goes
So
on.
I believe at the end of this episode on Attack on Titan,
You
I
did.
believe that's when it's gonna be like, oh shit. But we'll see, man. They did a good job with the way that the animation is now with the 3D joint with the Titans. That joint kind of crazy. Like the Armor Titan, what they
Everybody was
did with
dogging it out.
that joint is
Everybody was
crazy.
trying to dog it out.
They
It's
saying
like,
it look
nah,
trash?
no, I'm saying they be trying to dog 3D animation out. Like,
Oh,
nah, just
bruh.
And look,
That
3D
joint go
just
animation
gotta
is
give them the
crazy.
saved.
opportunity
I
to
ain't gonna
fail
say
so
it's
they can get it
saved
right.
anime, but it makes anime look like 10 times better now. Like
The
some of the
Titans
little
3D
stuff in like
animated.
Demon Slayer, like shoot, even
Yes.
Some of them
I
throwdowns,
know it's
like,
like not a fan favorite for a lot of people, but that One Piece movie Stampede, like
Bruh, that joint was
that shit
crazy.
animated was fucking wild.
That
Me
shit was good,
me
bro.
and B Nice went to the movies to see that shit.
We went to go see that shit, bro.
It
That
was
shit was great. That
crazy.
shit was
That
great.
shit was
And if y'all
wild.
watch like One Piece the Wano arc right now, like the people who animate like they got movie animation, right? Like y'all think Demon Slayer look fire? The like One Piece now look like animated by the people who made the Broly movie who animated that. So like the effects and stuff now, like
Bird?
that shit's fire. Like
Bird.
you could tell like they animated DBZ because like how they like emphasize like the hockey and stuff in One Piece, but it give you like that little flash appeal, like kind of like the DBZ movie. But like the fight scenes have been like man, it looked like I'm
Beautiful.
watching Super just in One Piece. Like
Hey,
it's
bro,
look like you
One
watching that
Piece
Broly versus
right
Vegeta,
now.
bro. Like it really looked like you watching like
Yo,
the
One
entire
Piece,
season.
all the One Piece's fights, like the last like 20 episodes have been like, wow, like I think what like 20
Man,
episodes
y'all
ago,
ain't even
I
seen
got
the fights.
I got to watch
This just the
fucking
beginning of the
Odin
war.
strike swords with fucking
Yeah, that's like flashback. We ain't even seen like
Whitebeard, like bruh, like.
man. When they
But I'm
get to
not
like
gonna.
the
I
stuff
didn't
we
want to
seeing
talk on
now with the
current.
animation,
Yeah, man,
Got
listen.
that far yet.
they about to kill this shit. Like that's just
Yeah,
you could tell like they putting like a lot of thought into like a lot of the anime now as far as like animation and just
Bruh.
building up the community and making it hype for people to watch. Like
yeah.
got that old feel. Don't like I ain't gonna say like it's an old feel, but it ain't got that same like
Coming
it
into
ain't
that
got that
new
same.
age,
It's like a new flair to it now. It's like oh shit, this shit,
that natural
damn.
evolution.
Mhm.
It's like damn. That's all you can say.
Bruh, I don't want to take away from the convo. The Bengals and the Rams going to the Super Bowl.
Bro, that's
Yo,
wild,
I know
bro.
Cincinnati
Every
tight
That's
right now.
crazy.
every top ranking, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I mean,
That's
I'm rooting for
crazy.
the Rams anyway. So
I think I want the Bengals to get it, man. I think I want the
Fuck
Bengals
the
to get one.
The
Nah,
Super
bro. Go
Bowl
ahead.
feel like
Go
they
ahead
be
and let
putting names in a jar and just
OBJ.
shaking that shit. It be like, all right.
but the Rams was
Bro, you
solid
about
the
to
last
upset
few
Will, bro.
seasons.
Will went to a deep place when he heard that, bro.
Yeah, I think I want the
He
I
Bengals to take
watched
that
him
one.
go, bro.
He heard Bengals. He said, "What the fuck?"
What?
I got no dog in the
His
fight,
whole
but I
his
think
whole mood changed,
I
bro.
don't know if y'all saw my Twitter feed earlier, but I
I
tweeted
did.
that the Bengals won. I was gonna take the rest of this fifth
Oh,
and
yeah.
add my food to the
so. You already did that.
because that's how much.
So we're gonna be in the BC with you finishing off that tequila, right?
So
Bet.
you already took that shit.
Man,
Bet.
you should have started an hour ago.
You should have started earlier. You gonna be hurt tomorrow.
Rat.
You gonna hurt tomorrow, but you gotta finish that before you go to bed tonight, so
Hey
I'm
man, we
fucking
need to
mad,
we'll be
bro.
right here with you.
we need to
Yeah,
do something for the
Yeah.
Super Bowl since we normally do Sundays. We got to figure
yeah.
out what we
We could
gonna
do
do.
y'all want to plan like a watch party? I ain't going to no Super Bowl
Fuck
party. So.
no, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. The Bengals are in the Super Bowl. I'm not watching the Super Bowl. The
Hey,
fuck?
He said, "Nah, that's not me. That's not what
The
we
gotta
doing
fuck
here."
you
you
mean,
gotta
boy?
cheer for the
The
Bengals
fuck
now.
I'm at the halftime show so I can smoke and watch my guy Snoop.
Yeah,
But
halftime
fuck
gotta-
show.
that.
gonna be
You
lit.
gotta cheer for the
you.
Bengals.
Nah, hell no.
He said, "Hell no."
You gonna cheer
Can't
for the
fuck with me.
Rams?
All the way.
I cheer for the
OBJ
Rams.
all the way.
OBJ, bro. I'm definitely cheering for the Rams.
But-
Aaron Donald.
Nah, they tried to
I'm
play
not-
my boy OBJ,
Throwback.
bro. They tried to give him a performance drug test to act like he not the shit. No, fuck
Right?
him.
Nah,
He need
I
a
need
ring
OBJ.
now.
Should be a good game.
But I would never
It
cheer for
should
the
be.
Bengals. I'm a Steelers fan. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say that's against his morals.
Yeah, Stafford does deserve that, right? Because Detroit never gave him shit. They gave him Calvin Johnson and a bunch of fucking
First off, Detroit never give anybody anything. Barry Sanders ain't had nothing.
Nope.
Matthew Stafford had Megatron, and then they didn't give him a line. Like
Yeah.
Yep.
they don't give no fucks. I'm not a Lions fan. I talk all the shit. My family be hating me at the motherfucking parties, especially on Thanksgiving. Like hell yeah.
Oh, that's right, because you're a Packers fan, bro. You do probably
I
be
be-
getting flamed at family reunions.
No, they
So-
get that family reunion.
He said, "I'm the flamer, not the flame."
Yeah.
Bleacher Report just posted it's a Super Bowl poster, but it's Attack on Titan. So I got the LA
Yeah.
Rams like the Survey Corps and the Bengals
hilarious.
like Aaron.
And
Oh, damn.
Bleacher Report.
Jaegers.
Hey,
Yo, Bleacher Report
so is
undefeated,
everybody
bro.
like kind of like I guess I don't want to say current because I know people are behind, but they know pretty much Attack on Titan right now. So how y'all feel about like how it twisted in the story and stuff, like the path?
Oh, I'm
into it?
jumping out because I'm watching that shit for the first time right now.
Oh, you at
On
the
my
beginning?
TV.
Yeah.
Yes,
Will's
I'm
at the
watching it right now.
beginning, man.
Never mind.
You
We
got a
ain't
good
gonna talk
watch
about-
ahead of you.
Yeah,
It's see,
It's
we
a
need
journey.
to get that. We need to get that one on the IG, yeah.
me either, Jazzy.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just asking. 'cause
I
we were
like it,
talking
man.
about
I don't know. I like it. I don't know why I like it so much. It's just that
It's dope. It ain't bad
I
at all.
like darker tone
It's a-
anime.
yeah, cause I
Alright.
like the whole like the the struggle between factions, but like one of my things is like giant monsters or robots, whatever. I'm all with it. So I
When
was
it
I
makes
was
sense.
I was on the fence in the beginning, but when I found out people can transform into Titans, that just took me over the top. With
That's what really. Cause like at first, like the first episode got me, and then like shit was like, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And then like I seen somebody turn into a Titan, and I was like,
yeah.
He seen that
Hello?
boy
When
Aaron turn
when
up.
Aaron
too.
got
Yeah,
eaten,
Aaron went crazy.
when Aaron got
Yeah.
eaten and you thought he was dead and he came back, yeah, I was like, yeah, fan for life.
yeah, I mean,
You know what's
Locked-
crazy?
locked
Because
and loaded.
I had literally just I went to the gym. It was maybe like Wednesday night. I watched the episode where Aaron got eaten. That was the last episode that I watched. So I went to the gym Thursday morning. Was talking to my homegirl like, man, I'm really into this show, but I feel like this is the type of show that's gonna kill everybody that I love. Because I mean, they just took Aaron and
Yeah.
literally, I got home and I texted her. I was like, well, he's alive. And I am here for this.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Nah, a lot of people do die. A lot of people do die in that beginning.
Nobody-
Oh yeah, no,
And
yeah,
I'm not gonna
a lot
hold
of
you,
people-
the
Shoot,
way
not even just the beginning. They died throughout the entire series.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I figured
That
that's
shit
what
takes
happened.
no prisoners. It's like you go,
Yeah.
you go, you
People-
go.
You get grabbed.
That's
It
how
was
Demon
nice working
Slayer
with
is.
you.
They just take lives. Like
fuck
That's what I like about it.
Oh
now.
yeah, Gabby is
Fuck
trash.
Gabby.
Gabby is trash, but
Gabby got
she
a
serves a
shot,
purpose.
though.
Oh yeah,
Gabby
Yeah,
got a
Gabby
mini
has
shot
a
though.
360 no scope.
Bro, she got that Halo sniper rifle out there, bro. Bing, do you
No
hear me?
scope.
Gabby came straight from Halo 2. Yeah.
Like Shorty was on her FPS
She
for
was
real.
in that bitch with the long
She-
shot on gears.
She
like
in them
spawn
Apex
camping.
Predator lobbies.
No scope.
Man,
She had,
In the
she-
SWAT
he talk-
lobbies.
she had
he
that
Kramer
50
like
Barry cowl off with my Modern Warfare 2.
that MW2, that beard.
Bro. She had
Man,
spread. She
you
had
used to hear that
spread
bear
on.
running on this state.
Nothing but hit
Boy.
marker.
Yeah.
Boy, you
She
ain't
had
running up
Ben
that
Silent
driveway.
on Marathon Pro and mother. What else did she have on?
Resupply.
Resupply.
Staying here.
Fucking up everybody.
Yeah, it's
That
gonna
shit's
get
funny.
good.
With
It's
a
gonna
tack
get real
knife.
good, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
that tack knife was a motherfucking monster. But yeah, I like anime like that where, I mean, I ain't gonna say I like when the characters be dying, but I feel like it gives them some type of
Like the
meaning to
ability for it to
finishing
be
their
there.
yeah, it give them like a purpose or a meaning for what they doing. It's like
If
y'all
it's a
losing
loss.
lives, y'all gotta fix some shit.
Yeah.
I can't just be over here fucking shit up.
Over here
Yeah,
in
it's
war, ain't nobody
Nope,
dying.
nobody's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
How
we
you at
losing
war
people.
but ain't nobody
Like
gonna get
Uh,
healed up. Nah,
yeah,
partner, that's not
we've
how
been
life
in these
works.
trenches for 3 months. No, everybody's
nobody
still
died yet?
alive. Be like, what?
Stop it.
Somebody got to go. Look, all right. See, I was gonna talk about the first season. He just started, so I can't even talk about it.
Attack on
you
Titan.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
bruh.
mute real quick, bro.
All I'll
Alright,
say
I
is
got you.
anytime the mindless Titans
I'm gonna
come
do
out,
this when we ready.
anytime the mindless Titans come out,
Yo,
some people's dying.
when the
like,
Beast Titan first attacked, bro.
oh, the Beast Titan.
Man, I was like, that's when I was like really
Yeah.
into the show. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this shit lit. They did turned up. But
That
I
was one of the
reading it,
best
so
seasons,
I guess
though.
I can't. I ain't really talking anime because I ain't really watched too much in anime. But when I read that part, I was like, what the fuck?
That was one of
He
the
killed
best.
niggas. I was like, no, he killed the cat. I was like,
Yeah,
come
he killed.
on.
He killed like
He
the
killed
whole squad.
everybody with a rock. Like he said,
He was out there playing. He was out there playing baseball with the motherfuckers, bro.
that
Yeah,
shit was
bro.
crazy.
And the
Yeah.
one up
Attack on
in
Titan most definitely got his highlight moments.
At
It
death
takes no prisoners.
dodgeball.
When Levi
You
came
can dodge
around,
this. You can dodge the dodgeball.
the part when
Not for real.
you remember when they was attacking the Beast Titan and he had like all the
He
Titans
did
lined
the
up with him,
The Levi special.
and Levi came around, bruh. That was one of the best
You know,
parts.
do you know
He
they
scooped
you
their
good
ass.
now, Will?
Yeah, you good. We ain't talking.
You good now. But remember when they did y'all see that on I don't play Call of Duty, but in Warzone or Vanguard, one of them, I don't know. But they added the Levi character
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
as
too
a
much for
as
me.
a character.
That's too much for me.
Yeah,
That
look.
shit look
So you-
terrible, bro.
That's pandering, dog.
So
That's
you know he
pandering.
had so you know he has like you know that like Call of Duty got like the melee kill like animations. One of the animations is the Levi attack. Like he got the two swords and he do like the move. That shit's funny as hell. But yeah, it don't
Hey,
look
bro.
that good.
Say what you want, man. Attack on Titan is taking their place right now in anime history. Is for the longest it was Naruto, it was Dragon Ball, it was Naruto, One Piece.
Attack on
fucking
Titan
Bleach.
been did that. They
Say Attack on Titan's like this generation.
Attack on Titan was the
Full Metal.
original. It was the original light of what Demon Slayer has now. Because remember,
Yeah.
when Attack on Titan came out, like it was such a, and I just remember from reading it, like it was like such a big thing. Like it was different from your typical read. You had like it was out. It also, I think it almost outsold, it either outsold One Piece one year or almost outsold One Piece. I think Demon Slayer was the one that actually outsold One Piece, but um, Titan, Attack on Titan was like right there. It was like that first thing of hype, and then when the anime dropped, it was like that new light of what like anime is gonna look like. I mean, it was other ones that looked good, like Akabe got killed. I don't know if y'all watched that, but like it was anime that had fire animation. But Attack on Titan was like one of those like, oh shit, this shit looking. Cause you can
Better.
never forget like the fake Kurakura Town arc in Bleach. Like that animation was fire when they went to Los Noches. Fire. Like I seen that arc in Bleach. I was
I
like,
don't know
oh
why they went
shit.
away from
I
it.
was like,
Getting
Ichigo
to it.
turned up. I was like, he about to kill everything. When he went into that rage, that's probably one of the top 5 rage moments in anime. I don't care what nobody say. And B know how much shit I talk about Bleach.
Bruh.
But that rage moment in Los Noches when he thought Orihime was dead.
Oh
Bruh, he
yeah.
lost it. He started. We destroying this
Y'all thought
whole
Gon went
goddamn.
hard and Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah.
Ichigo was done. He said,
I'm finna set
everything
this
is
bitch
dying."
off.
He said
I'm finna set
everything's
this
dying. This
bitch
ain't
off.
even
If
this
y'all look at
universe
my
that don't even
demon,
exist no more.
if y'all look at my demon time emote, the mask, the demon mask is based off of that version of when he
Man,
lost it.
But that's that hollow Ichigo. That was pure hollow. That what he said. Nah, fuck
Man,
everything that's moving.
he had
He
lost
said,
complete control.
who was he fighting? Yoroka?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Uli
start
Man,
girl.
watching
Yeah.
Bleach this year.
He had
watch
lost
Bleach before
complete.
the new season come out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
start
mean,
Yeah,
it this
man.
year.
because
I start
honestly,
with you. When
I
you
ain't
want to
gonna say
start?
Bleach was super bad. It was just the Fullbringer arc that kind of like threw me off.
When you want to
But
get started? See,
that 1,000 Year Blood War, it was pretty decent. I mean, they kind of took Bleach to a left turn, but it's still like it was decent. Like it was a decent series. Like it
Still
is.
Bleach.
It's a big 3 for a reason. Like it's a great series. Now the anime, I will say, it has too many fucking fillers. Like you thought Naruto had too many
Yeah.
fillers. When you throw, the only thing I say is like it'll throw you in the middle of an arc, and then in the middle of that arc, you just got a filler arc. It's like the bounce. Where the fuck did they come from? We was in the middle of fucking fake Kurakura town and getting him Ichigo going through training, and you just throw a whole like literal arc. Like it was like more than 20 episodes. Like
Throw you off.
it was like a whole season. Cause I remember when it dropped, Bleach was on break. I was like, damn, when Bleach coming back? Like we gotta wait till next summer, and we got a whole motherfucking filler that they didn't finish. Like and then like when the Zanpakuto came to life, like that shit, I was like,
It was like,
what is y'all
what
doing?
is
Like
this?
you
What
just
is this?
they threw that in the middle of the Fullbringer arc. I was like, what the fuck, bro? I
Straying
was
from the
like,
script.
are they telling me a story of the past? Like that's when I started reading Bleach after the bounce. I was like, yeah, y'all giving me stories
that's
that
why I'm glad I didn't read, and I was just able to purely watch with enjoyment.
yeah, I mean, I didn't read it when it first started, but when I seen the bounce stuff, I was like, oh, like Bleach, this ain't even. I want to see what's about to happen in the actual story. This don't even matter. Like the bounce can't. The bounce
This
was
is
literally.
Dragon Ball Z
The
GT.
bounce was literally after the invasion when they went to go rescue Rukia, and in between the actual arc that they put it in. It was like, bro, like my guy. Why are
Fucking
you
up the
adding
nigga's
this?
whole mindset experience. I'm like, what the fuck? Where
It
am
just
I at?
jumped. That's what I think. If they let the timeline float, like although I wasn't about to say One Piece, but Naruto, like Naruto got a lot of fillers, but a lot of the places where the fillers go is in that timeline or it's like a flashback or something. Bleach was acting like it was just a normal fucking run of the mill. It's like, bro, like how you put me in one position where he knows some moves, and then you go take me back to when he don't know nothing.
I ain't
I'm be
signed up for
honest
this
with
shit.
you.
This detour.
I enjoyed Naruto, but there was a lot of Naruto that was painful.
Yeah, nah, there is.
I mean, that's
Oh
just
fuck.
I,
Can
I ain't
somebody
gonna.
That
explain?
happens when you
Can,
had that many
can,
episodes.
can somebody explain to me how this motherfucker trained with a legend, and only thing he know how to do is a Rasengan?
He could do more than Rasengan. He knew Sage Mode.
Sage Mode Rasengans, elemental Rasengans,
He
you know
learned
what I'm
about
saying?
his chakra nature. He learned how to control the
Taijutsu.
beast. Hey,
Yeah.
don't
Bichu
Jiraiya taught him some
mode,
shit, bro.
Mhm.
Jiraiya taught him
Rasengans.
some shit. I mean,
he do substitution
you know,
jutsu.
if you look at Naruto, I'll keep wanting to say One Piece for some reason, but if you look at Naruto,
Because it's great. Keep going on.
if you look at Naruto, a lot of this nigga, but if you look at Naruto, a lot of the ninja they specialize in a certain jutsu. Naruto's was the Shadow Clone and his Rasengan. Minato was his Flying Raijin, his Rasengan. Jiraiya was his Sage Mode, his Rasengan. Like Kakashi is his electric, his electric
Kakashi
abilities.
Kakashi's the enigma. Nah, that motherfucker had all the moves.
That was because of the Sharingan, but before that,
Yeah.
he was based on Earth
He's
and Fire.
and fire. Yeah.
True.
Like everybody had their own special thing. Like Rock Lee can't really he don't use chakra, but he can use his
He's
chakra through
on hand.
taijutsu.
Yeah.
Like everybody got their own thing. Like Naruto, that was Naruto thing. The reason they gave him the Rasengan because that's what his master knew, his dad, and then he was the one who perfected the Rasengan. Because the Rasengan was never finished until he did the Wind Shuriken. That was like a completed Rasengan. Like the Rasengan was just an ability to harness chakra in a form, and he used his natures to kind of manipulate what the Rasengan was, like using the Tail Beast Bomb in the Rasengan form. Like the Rasengan is more like a technique versus like an actual move because there's so much you could do with the Rasengan. Like this nigga made a planetary Rasengan where it was 9 fucking Rasengans around the sun. Rasengan it's just that was just like a
Super
technique
duper
type thing.
Rasengan, boy. What you mean? Certified out here.
You gotta remember, like Naruto ain't even graduate
Some respect.
the
He said
academy and
he said if this
perfected the Shadow Clone Jutsu.
he,
Like,
he said if this talk no jutsu don't work, nigga, this
like
Rasengan gonna
this
send you straight
Rasengan
to
will,
hell
boy,
on mommies.
on everything. It's like,
Oh,
all right,
mama.
you don't want to listen, you about to
Singer
get some
don't work. I
shit.
wish it would. Scratch
I'm gonna
my
hit you with these Rasengans until you willing to accept this love.
Yeah,
You gonna
straight
take my
like that.
love.
But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying though. It was a lot of empty space in Naruto, like especially part one, because it was
Yeah.
just like, but I think it's the same as how like
Getting the Shippuden,
Boruto's
getting the
was.
Shippuden, yeah, getting the Shippuden. Oh, well, listen, I ain't. That's we're gonna touch that river one day, but right now we ain't on it.
He like, yeah, I got to get through Naruto.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
once man, because Shippuden turned up. Yeah,
Yeah,
Madara,
just
you got the
get the
Akatsuki.
Shippuden.
Boy,
That's when the stakes get real.
yeah, that's when you like, oh, this is
It's
what
like
the
you had
ninja. This is what being a
tuning
ninja is about.
exams, and then it kind of simmered down, And then Shippuden came back, and it was just like, nah, we finna stay here.
It's like, oh, nah,
It's
this
finna
is
be
real
in.
life.
We going to find Sasuke right now. What do you mean? We're going to go get Sasuke right now.
Shoot, that was one episode. They got their ass beat. And they was like, all right, we gonna have to work on getting Sasuke.
So maybe I'm not quite ready yet.
But yeah, it's just like any anime. It's a chore to get through or start or try to get into. Like Soul Eater, for instance. Soul Eater is fire, but a lot of people haven't tried it or watched it yet. Will, you
So
need to
it's
add that
my
to the
shit.
list for sure.
Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth it.
On Netflix.
It's one of those like paired
The creator of
paired
Soul Eater
anime
made Fire Brigade. Well, I mean Fire Force. I mean
or
the manga
first.
was called Fire Brigade of Flame, but they made Fire Force.
Yeah.
Fire Force is also on your list. I know.
I know Fire Force is on my list after Attack on Titan.
Fire Force. He got everything on his list.
Hey,
Yeah,
the
Will
list
has a
the list is
beautiful.
long.
Yo, cause he just started watching anime, so he has like the best list that one could have right now.
You then just need to
he
go
live
ahead
in
and
Black
watch Sailor
Study.
Moon because he missed that in
You
childhood.
finna be
I know. I
spoiled
watched
then.
Sailor Moon.
He is spoiled. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, and we
Hey,
let him.
but this is
Like,
the best time. This is the best time to watch the anime. He got the perfect time of watching anime right here. He got different genres. Is easily accessible. Shoot, when I was watching anime, I had to try to find part 1, 2, 3, 4, and
struggle
5 on
live on
YouTube.
YouTube. Yep.
For real.
Or buy
Wasn't no
VHS
streaming
or
service.
DVD off of
Wasn't no
somebody.
streaming service.
Man, I remember when Shippuden came out, I was like, wait, Naruto older? I'm looking for the. I'm like,
Like,
where
when
the
this
anime
happened?
at? I'm on YouTube watching. I remember I watched all. I was like, damn, they deep into Shippuden too. I watched all the way to when they went to fight Sasori on YouTube. It was like hella parts in every episode. I was like, damn, this shit got
Broken into 3 parts. Part 1, part 2,
man.
part 3, each one 15 minutes.
And then some of them had the
7 minutes.
subtitles, so you would have to go through and try to find it. Like that's when Hulu was free and it had commercials. But then they start charging you for Hulu
Yeah.
to not get commercials. Then they start adding commercials to the paid Hulu. You got to get preview Hulu to get non-commercial. Like, look, y'all need to
Nah,
get
the
y'all shit
streaming
together,
game is a scam right now, boy.
man.
And it was last week the last episode of World Trigger season 3.
I think so. How many episodes so far? Wasn't it like 10? I think it's only like 10 or 12 episodes in World Trigger. But that's another one that's good. Slept on.
Yeah.
Trigger Fire.
So that was my rotation. So Saturday I watched World Trigger and One Piece.
I
On
told B
Sunday I
about
watched
World Trigger. I was like, bro.
Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. But yeah, World Trigger is definitely something the people need to give a
out.
good watch.
I tried a few.
You like Psychopaths. I think you would like World Trigger.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
I can fuck with that.
if you can fuck with Psychopaths, you will fuck with World Trigger for sure.
See, that's 14
Bet.
episodes.
But yeah, like anime, it's a lot that's coming out too. I know me and C talked about Chainsaw Man.
That shit finna
That's
slap.
coming out. That shit about to slap.
Yeah.
You got Bleach coming back.
Blue Lock, Solo
Oh yeah,
Leveling,
oh yeah, Solo Leveling coming.
like
People don't even know about Solo Leveling.
Hell's Paradise. It's
Hell's
been
Paradise is fire. That was a great fucking series.
it's gonna go
That
down.
shit's fire. But yeah, it's about to be some heat movie wise, game wise, anime, like and all venues of the culture is
Good
everything
time
about
to
be.
eat.
Yeah.
My pockets,
Right.
they crying.
Shoot. Even on the tech side, they who just released they just had like I was about to say a seminar, but they had like a little presentation for like a cheaper GPU. What was it? Was it
Radeon,
Ryzen?
Nvidia.
I think it
Oh
was
yeah,
Nvidia.
Ryzen.
It was
Yeah,
Nvidia or Ryzen. But like I said, everywhere, like they're giving people the power of like these 3080s for like the low.
yeah.
but yeah, like I said, there's a lot going on. And there's a lot for everybody. Just gotta find your lane, like
Yep.
with
And that's
everything else. Find something you're interested in.
And I think that's the biggest thing that I'm definitely going to take away from today is making sure you have not only your opportunities but having a team in the place who can help you. We got to learn about a super dope team in Urban Samad today, and we appreciate you coming on to the show today, Brody.
Appreciate you.
I think we covered all of our topics. Did anybody, before we do, because we always give everybody opportunity to leave everybody with a word, go ahead and tell the good people where they can find you at on all your social medias, and then we'll go ahead and give everybody a final word before we
Leave them some words of encouragement, my guy.
Mhm.
Appreciate you. So yeah, basically anywhere you think of, just look up Urban Summer. We got a clubhouse. We on Twitter, IG,
Forgot about
TikTok.
Clubhouse.
Yeah, Clubhouse kind of lit. We got a YouTube page, but like I said, we dropping a mini series later this year. So anywhere you look, just check out Urban Summer. Words of encouragement wise, like all I can say is like, hey, like I know we all I think tend to say this a lot, but like you are not alone. Like you as you are is enough, and like you geeking out, you not geeking out, like anything you pretty much into, like there's people out there that also enjoy this stuff. That's evident from the conversation we've been having today. There's 5 different, black men, like all different people, but all still relating to each other. So that,
I'm a purpose and a bond.
yeah.
That's what's up.
Big facts. Big facts.
Yeah, y'all be sure to check them out. Urban Sama on everything.
On
Like you said.
everything.
We
I
will.
put
We
this,
will.
I put this shit on
Yeah.
everything.
On
Everything.
everything.
Got the hot sauce in the bag right now.
This
Hot sauce in
dude,
my bag.
Yes, but definitely be looking for another feature collab, maybe in their realm, a little bit later this year. Oh, maybe even next month. Uh, so yeah, there's that. Outlaw, what would you like to leave the good people with?
Continue to be great. Fuck the haters. Compete with yourself.
big facts.
That's a major thing right there. Compete with yourself. We
You'll
tend
never
to
lose.
we tend to compare ourselves to other people, but in actuality, our biggest opponent is ourselves. We can't pass a hump that we previously did, or we be like, oh, we reached our. You can go past your peak. You can always level up. There's always room to grow. There's always room to be better. So compete
Level
with
up.
yourself. Be better than you were the day before. Like, I mean, like be nice. Always 1% better, but not only 1% better in just life. Just be 1% better than you.
Exactly.
It's nice to wear off on people.
I mean, we was both
Even,
kind of saying that a
even,
long time
even,
ago. So
even people who don't want it to wear off on them.
He said, "My sons."
this nigga, man, I almost,
Hey, fuck you.
he
Your
just
next
said
one.
1% better. I just say be better than you were the day before.
Iron sharpens iron.
Nah,
Hey,
big facts.
Yeah, that's a fact. We in this together. I'm talking shit, but yeah,
uh,
on to the next person.
Will, what would you like to leave the good people with this week?
Fuck the Bengals. Fuck the Bengals.
Will hurt.
Bro, he really has not changed since you said something about the Bengals, bro. Like that sent him to such a dark
I'm
place, and I don't
surprised he
think
didn't even lead the call, honestly, because I know he wanted
What
you
to.
know
is
what?
like?
That's growth. Well, that's growth. Cause yes,
What
oh,
is
Will
like?
would have definitely like you said who? Yeah, we're done here.
I'm done here.
I'm gonna text y'all
Yeah.
later when we playing
Um,
Halo,
Let me
and
know
I'm
where
not talking on the mic.
I'm gonna be in the voice chat till the show over.
so I want to leave the people with one episode of Random this weekend. So go check that out on any of your podcasting outlets. And then yeah, I mean, for me, man, I'm really trying to focus on just trying to find my happiness. I think in terms of like just in different avenues. I think so. Like I know I kind of have a piece in my job and what I do there. I have a piece in kind of my relationship that I'm in and things like that. But I think we sometimes get so distracted by everything that we're trying to take care of and do and manage and be a part of and keep successful and driving forward that I think we don't forget about our own happiness, but we are real quick to put it on the back burner. So I think I'm trying to just kind of reassess what that looks like and give myself the opportunity to be more intentional at just kind of living in those things actively, not doing them passively. So like, I mean, I love soccer, but instead of just sitting around and having a game playing in the background, like actually giving myself the chance to turn my phone off and really pour into it, or spend a couple hours actually playing FIFA, or finding ways to like just do a little bit more so that I'm getting filled emotionally and from a I guess from a passion standpoint, the same way I'm trying to help use my avenue to help fill others from that same standpoint. So just I think for me, I just want to leave people with the focus of being intentional about just pouring ourselves actively into our own happiness, not doing it passively and not just putting ourselves in an environment where we're surrounded by it, but we're actually interacting with it, and allowing it to refill us instead of it just being something that we are, because like you get into go into the ocean with a wetsuit, the water's gonna roll off your back. But if you go into the ocean butt naked, the water is going to be able to really get into your skin, soak in. So I think that's what we need to do. We need to kind of sometimes take off the wetsuit and just dive in and let it really feel it and really be
He said
be
head
involved in it.
first.
Bucket naked.
What Walker say? Head first. Head
At
first.
first. You know what I'm saying? I am
So-
going underwater. Michael
Head first.
Phelps.
That's my
We
word.
appreciate
I'll fuck with that.
Bengals.
appreciate you, man. And
he was gonna make
we
sure
hope
y'all
we
hear that.
yeah, we hope that you
Repeat.
find your peace. See, what would you like to leave the good people with?
Gotta
You know,
smoke this piece.
First and foremost, appreciate you, Irvin, for coming on and chopping it up with us, man. It's always a pleasure having people come on here and talk about their journey. You know, all the stuff that you talked about, all the stuff that you alluded to with, you know, your brand and you know, your approach to
Big facts.
you know, being a blerd in this space, you know, it's exactly what we about, and appreciate, you know, everything that you're doing, man, and keep doing it. Like, I know we have people come on this show, you know, here and there, and you know, one thing that is pretty consistent is like everybody feels like they're not doing enough, but bruh, you doing great things out here. Keep doing what you're
More than you
doing.
think.
Things.
Keep doing what you're doing, and that's only gonna continue to grow. Cause I know how we get. You know, we feel like we're not doing enough. Like Outlaw was just saying, like you don't have to be better than nobody else but yourself yesterday.
Sorry.
That's all you need. Like, and that 1% that Be Nice is always talking about. That's not 1% of what anybody else is doing. That's 1% of, you know, your best. Just do a little bit beyond that. And yeah, man, we you know, we say the same things here every week when we sign off, but you know, definitely want to make sure that, you know, especially here in the beginning of the year, that we are a little bit more, I guess, you know, vocal and talking about the stuff that, you know, like even what Will just brought up. Like, you know, I could sit on here for a whole nother 20-30 minutes chopping it up
Right.
about that, the, you know, just those things that they brought up, you know, being mindful about pouring into what you love. Like that in itself I could talk about for an hour, but the only thing I just wanted to add, you know, to what Will was saying is like life is what happens while you planning for the future. Like if you're not present in the moment with what you're doing, that's your life that's passing you by. Like we always planning for tomorrow, we planning for the next meetup, we planning for the next collab. Be present in the moment. Like you'll be surprised how much peace and how much joy you find when you just enjoy that next bite of food, that next step on the sidewalk, that next breath of fresh air. Just take it in. Just take it in. But appreciate everybody in the chat. It's definitely been some great dialogue. And yeah, we gotta get that Batman animated movie night going with some good
Oh, yeah.
dialogue on that.
Yeah.
So I think
Definitely.
that's a good community link up for us right there.
Yeah,
Big facts. Wow, man. So much great information and just great words to take in. Appreciate all the brothers for chiming in. Appreciate Urban Sama as a unit for excuse me for doing all the great things that you guys are doing for the community. Definitely look forward to working with you guys and any one of your you know, capacities that you feel comfortable in. Love what y'all doing. Keep doing that. For
Got a
all of
plan for
our
y'all. Don't worry about it. I got a plan for y'all. Don't worry about it.
let's go. Let's go. For our community, thank you guys so much for pulling up. So this was our first official month back after really taking the last month of the year off in 2021. And you know, C talked about being present, being in the moment. The end of last year, we had a meeting. We had a meeting of where we were honest about where we were at and what we wanted to kind of do going into January. I can sit here as of January 30th saying, you know, we did what we said we wanted to do. You know, we got the talk show back up and going. We've had wonderful guests. The great Gail, Blerd Goon Gang, Urban Samad. Three great black content creators, business minded, entrepreneurial, pro black. These are the kind of individuals that we want to get into, introduce to our community, to show you guys that there are tons of people out here doing things that aren't just great, but they are phenomenal, and we need to make sure we're supporting each other. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with them. More importantly, shout out to Blue Satire for allowing us in individual and group capacity to work with him for Blue A Academy Festival. This is the first show we had since that, so we want to make sure we take the time out to tell you thank
Hey
you.
yo, don't forget about comments.
Oh yes, thank you. Also, I want to remind everybody that Mr. Okami will have his next episode with the Struggle Gamer, and I believe. Let me go to Twitter really quick. And shout out to Okami for also. So Okami has returned back in a consistent space. I also returned back to a consistent space of streaming, and then also see coming back with the first stream of the new year. With Okami. So we shout out to Okami for that, and welcome C back into the space. So basically, what I wanted to
Yes,
say is,
yes.
yeah, basically what I wanted to say, and we appreciate Outlaw. Outlaw carried a very heavy load for about a month and a half, and I want to make sure I tell our VP I appreciate him. I appreciate him letting us get in the book bag for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time
Oh,
for you to take
I ain't do
it's
nothing.
it's it's time for you to take a little rest and let us do a little heavy lifting.
I ain't did a
But yes,
thing, man. I'm
we
here
got
so I don't get fined.
yeah, whatever, boy. Stop. But we do have Mr. Okami having VibesCon next Saturday,
I'll
February
be
the
in it.
5th at 7:30, where yours truly over here, my Flash guy, will be featured in with Mr. Okami. Um,
He
I'm honestly,
underneath you.
yeah,
Just so you know.
I'm honestly gonna sit this one out. I had some works that I was working on, but I probably need to work that event. So I'm super excited to hear my Flash guy, Mr. Okami, and all the other great content creators. Um, we also will have some unique content going on for the month of Black History Month as well, and also a question that you guys should think about. What if we decided to take another stand to potentially show um, Twitch that we still want more changes? Just something to think about.
Excuse me.
More information coming on out about that a little bit later. Um, that is the Three Little Blurs talk show, y'all. Thank you.
Oh, in the bag.
Appreciate y'all having me.
In the bag,
Done
in the
and done.
bag.
Appreciate you for coming
Uh,
in. Appreciate you for chopping
Yeah.
it up.
yeah,
Appreciate you for sharing your vision.
I do this for the titties.
do it
Appreciate you
for the
for the
titties.
growth.
You know what I'm saying?
For the
The three,
titties.
all the Three
Y'all
Little
crazy.
Blurs social media links are right there. Y'all, we will be in the Discord posted up. Probably playing games. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be watching anime heavily and like pretending to play video games. Um, but for anyone who would like to join the Discord family, feel free to go ahead and do so. Um, you guys, I was going to send it to Clutch, but he already got off. But did anybody have any recommendations? I have a
TG,
yeah, that's
QT.
why I was gonna go TG.
All right.
Outlaw, did you have anybody? My Flash guy, did you have anybody?
I was trying to see if it was on.
Mm, I got no
I mean, TG
suggestion.
cool. I mean, honest. I mean,
You
it
know,
don't
I'm
really
transitioning
matter.
into this Attack on Titans. So.
Yeah, that Attack on
Gotta have
Titan.
that conversation.
Yeah, Jazzy, thank you so much for your love, Jazzy. Appreciate you, Jazzy. So I work in Outlaw Stream. I work there. You know what I'm saying? I'm there so I don't get fined. And you were over there. You know what I'm saying? You've been
He only
rocking with
got
me
fined
this.
30 times. He
You
lying.
you you were over here with me this week. I appreciate you, and you pulled up to the Three Little Blurs. You really are MVP. We appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, but we are getting ready to go show
Yeah, she
one
always
of
gets
the
scared of the vultures and Spyro.
yeah, we are getting ready to show one of the goats of Demon Time some love and terrible gaming. 123. Shout out to him and the Ascension Alliance, all the wonderful things they do for the good people in our community. We appreciate them. Gonna drop the raid command. So make sure you grab your raid command. And Outlaw said you guys make sure you check your posture. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stretch a little bit. But thank you guys once again. I am Be Nice or Else for my Flash Guy, Outlaw, ceexdawg, and Herbisama. That is a Three Little Blurs talk show. Thank you guys.
Dang.
Peace.
Boom, boom, boom.
Lit.